And we are back with another wonderful session of the Survivors of Tarnstead. Didn't have one last week because I was dying, but we're back, and we're going to start in our usual manner. We have Blackheart as
Carrick Marshk,
the coughing, Cronus as
RG Thal,
Hadden as
Telder,
Marcus as
Corvus Adolas,
Sammy as
Gifton Brotgren,
Tobias as
Sleepy Caspia Pia Steel Shot.
and you have me, Ali, as your friendly DM. Who would like to give a recap?
I'm good.
I can technically do it if we want, but I've already got one, so it'll go in the party pool if I get it. And if it goes in the party pool, I lay claim to it. So
I'd be,
So
I'd be
your
lying
secondary-
if I said I could remember what actually happened last time with.
all right, so last time what happened on our amazing adventures in not Tarnstead anymore. We are continuing on our adventure in Winden. Raziel, in the guise of General James Rozelle, met us at the tavern where he told us stories about various things, mostly about Taniel, also known as Titania. He brought up Oberon, who is Gabriel, and explained that relationship to us a little bit. Apparently it was a bad one. He also answered some questions. He told Corvus about an Asoth, which I made a really witty pun about. That was a creature that's covered in sort of horrifying anatomy and had these eyes that are all black that can see through like reality and true sight and see things that are from the empty and such like that. Kind of explain that to Corvus, and that the gentlemen employ those eyes to help them with their traveling and stuff like that. He also witnessed with us some sort of weird magical happenstance that happened when Telde, when a bard was performing in front of us, suddenly had started having some weird magical effect, which drew the attention of Telde, who went over and tried to have I'm going to help you, but the guy thought it was a rock battle. And eventually it led to Telde tap dancing around the room in a way that no one had ever seen happen ever and thought was the coolest thing ever. Cassiopeia admitted to trying to drown herself in the tubs at the bathhouse, which freaked out Gifton. And a few people tried to give a little intervention on her drinking habits because she was drinking too much. Gifton took a bunch of people to go help the refugees, made a lot of arrangements with that. Food, money, etc., stuff like that. She went and met with the brownies that work at the tinker shop, met the little kid that has the magic potency, cool glowy thing like Gifton has, potential, whatever, with Rick Beale in hiding. And that was mostly what she did. What happened with Carrick was Carrick went to the magic shop with RG. RG and Carrick were talking about renting the blood thing instead of buying the blood thing. Then Carrick got everybody their money in the chest of holding, which I guess we still have. Then the two of them kind of, I think, mostly broke off because Carrick went to the Temple of Morgani to try and do some investigating about missing priests. Found out that priest is also missing, and by the way, he had a half-dragon daughter, and she's a looker. And Carrick is offering his services to this fair and beautiful maiden to help find her father, no matter the amount of personal investment, time, or cost. And while he was there, he found a constellation map markings that were written on the altar, clearly with a knife, and it might be related to the missing priest, but he needs to figure out what the constellation is or what the star sign was. He hasn't gotten a chance to do too much with that because he was looking into the missing priest a bit, and we had a bunch of other things going on. Cassie is still kind of in a horribly morose state because of what happened with her full entire family and her mother being the crazy angel monster. Telde has kind of just been getting yanked around, but he did a really sweet and wonderful thing where he gave Gifted and Care a book that is a very large, heavy book that says what to expect when you're expecting, because Telde thinks Gifted and Care are pregnant. And also a crystal that he says Gifted has to keep with her at all times, which I just realized those are the only two things in my bag right now. God damn it. So I have an improvised weapon. Thank you. Days passed. We ended up going with General Roselle to go see the activation of all the Warforge. We met two fine young scienticians, as this term has been coined, and I will adhere to. They're amazing. One of them was Lieutenant Thadley. He was a blonde fellow that didn't really care for Telde's mouthiness about the low quality of the new line, and Lieutenant Sad. The two of them were giving us a tour when suddenly something horrible happened after Telde pushed the button to activate all the new Warforge, and they started to activate, and Gifton saw ripples appearing through the air as the spinny thing was going spinny, spinny, spinny Stargate, and then we all dropped. And that's where we ended session. And I probably missed a whole bunch of stuff, but that's what I remember most.
Okay, very well done. Go ahead and take your inspiration, put it in the party pool, but guard it fiercely with your life, or you will steal it again. Alright.
There. I'm putting that there.
Nice.
So, I need everybody to go ahead and make it a Constitution saving throw.
I am choosing to use my party pool point. Let me just delete that really quick.
I'm gonna use my inspiration too.
How many do we have in the
Go
pool?
Cavs!
I have no idea.
Wait, I'm
my.
still conscious for this, right?
Nope.
No, I'm unconscious.
Mhm.
Okay, let me turn off my aura because I don't give a +3 bonus if I'm unconscious.
Wait, I missed unconsciousness.
No, it's her protective aura that gives saves.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
I missed that we
right,
were unconscious.
yeah.
Don't remember that part. So.
Yeah, you were unconscious for it.
Oh. I'm gonna use the one I put in the pool too.
I used my inspiration last week.
Oops. You're fine, Telde. Look at that.
Okay,
All right.
That's not.
Cassiopeia.
Hey,
You can hear a strange, distorted noise. Your body aches, and you feel yourself on the cold, hard floor. As you sort of rouse, your head blurry, you can hear what sounds like this kind of foghorny noise. What is that? Is that a siren? And as
I do say.
as you open up your eyes, you are lying amongst glass and what looks like to be, broken brickwork, stone, some pieces of metal about, and yeah, you are on the floor of the observation room. The air is thrumming with energy. There is a sort of alarm noise going off. This repeatedly, very annoying. And the magical lights in the chamber seem to have taken on a reddish hue. And you
great.
realise, whatever the explosion is, you must have blacked out for a moment.
Cass is getting to her feet, looking around. Is anyone else there?
You can see everybody else. You see Telde sort of start sitting up just straight moments after you. Telde, you're experiencing the same thing. Your systems are telling you that you must have gone inactive for a moment.
It appears that there may have been an error in the machinery.
Little. Let's get everyone and get the hell out of here.
And RG starts to rouse herself. Bit of a pain groan. RG, you got thrown a good few feet across the room. It seems like you're up against a wall.
I'm just gonna stand up. Yeah. What the hell was that?
And Gifton,
Yeah.
your eyes flutter open. You can hear Dingus sort of meeping at you and nudging you with his snout.
I'm gonna pull him close and pet him.
And let's see if Care's ordering. I was just gonna have him come up soonish, but give him a roll. Yeah, it's pretty good. Care is already up, Gifton, and he's sort of trying to help you up.
Yeah. I'm looking around. Is anybody hurt?
Speaking of which, Cass, you're looking about, and it looks like one of the lieutenants is lying bloody. You can see a sort of smear of blood against the wall where his head must have hit it, and he's just slumped back. The other one is just laying on the ground, seems to be breathing. And
Gifton, I'm pointing at the one who's smeared all over the wall. I think that one's broken.
And then you hear another pained groan, the familiar voice of Raziel's. And you see him trying to sit up and then flinching and slumping back down.
I'm gonna look over at Care. Get the unconscious one. I'm gonna rush over to Raziel.
And Care rushes off to the check the two lieutenants.
Mm-hmm.
And as you head over to Raziel, there is blood pooling around Raziel. And there seems to be a bit of piping sticking out of his side.
Oh, that's not good. I'm assuming Corvus is waking up during about this time, but
Corvus and Carrick have not roused yet.
Okay. I am. Okay. Look at me. Don't look at that. Don't look at that. Okay. 20 points lay on hands as I rip that out.
You see him clench his jaw, and there's a clear look of pain on his face.
No, it's okay. Okay, I got you.
I have not felt that in a long time.
I'm gonna hold the pipe and go, pretty regular the pipings used to be?
Not quite pipe, but stabbings, yes. Oh.
Are you still... Is he still hurt?
No, he is healed. But okay. He's sort of touching his side and a look of concern crossing his face. At this point, Orvis.
Oh.
You can taste blood in your mouth. The blow has given you 6 points of damage.
Oh no.
Did you sing song?
I did, and everybody was given the amount already.
Okay.
It's 7 temporary hit points, so it did not need
nice.
To.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes, you feel a bit banged up, but you're not in particularly actual harm.
You're welcome for the cushion.
How is everyone?
Do you require medical assistance?
That's
Check
my
Carrick.
job.
This one's dead.
What?
That would make it quite difficult.
Oh.
RG's gonna go.
He's dead.
Rouse
Where's
Carrick.
the other one? Cat.
And Care is actually just going to ping the other guard with a single hit point, and he just sort of opens his eyes and lets out a swore. And Carrick.
Yes.
Around this time, your eyes start to flutter open. You have taken all of 2 points of damage absorbed by that temporary healing.
So you have 5 temporary hit points left, Blackheart. You're welcome. That's the sound you make as the window's knocked out of you. Now you have a reason to cough.
Yeah, some of that dust has gotten into your lungs, Carrick. There's your RP reason.
You got hit in the throat.
Yeah.
Corvus will be slowly getting to Carrick, keeping his neck straight as he tries to
check over him.
Back up.
I'm gonna cast.
Did anyone get the name of that cart?
I'm gonna cast him.
How many fingers, Carrick?
I have 2. I was just say I have 5. You have 2.
No, thank you. Good. All right.
You should have more than 5 fingers.
Controlling the dragon side of it.
I'm gonna cast mending on Rozelle's uniform.
Oh, thank you.
So,
And I'll offer to help
was
him
not
up.
supposed to happen, I presume. Yes?
I mean, you guys saw that, right?
I saw a thing blow up.
No, you didn't see all the.
No.
Gifton looks angry because she hates it when she sees crap people don't see.
See what, Gifton?
The fades. It was everywhere in the
last time again.
Yeah.
Where exactly?
There.
You're pointing it out? You're going to that basic gaping hole now in the side.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
As you go over there and start pointing, give me a perception check with advantage, Gifton.
Oh, great. I don't think I like that at all.
Gifton.
Nice.
Okay. Down amongst that crowd of Warforged, which seem to be slowly juddering and moving, you can see
Juddering's never a good word.
Yes, you can see a familiar figure sort of standing before them, looking on with concern. Faint blue, beautiful flowing hair. Titania, the same sort of spiritually image you saw long ago.
Oh my gosh, you're here! And I'm just gonna go sliding down the hole.
Gifton!
That is just a long drop.
Yeah, I got a feather fall token.
Okay, okay. Alright,
It is actually.
Not the direction I saw this going. Fairly alarming, but we'll run with this.
Oh, this is gonna be fun because I'm gonna rush out and reach into my bag and grab one of my feather tokens.
Okay, so you jump on down. You hear Raziel saying, trying to yell, "Gifton, wait!" and Care doing similar. As you fall briefly, and then your descent slows.
Yep.
Telday following.
RJ's gonna looks like she's jumping over the edge too.
Oh,
What is wrong with you people?
Did you
I
at
have a way
least
back
buy
up.
Look up.
I do. I also have Monkfall.
Do you want to go down? I can make us all go down.
where's the stairs?
Don't worry. I think
Want is
we're
the
all
wrong
ready
word, but I think it's now necessary. Raziel says.
Okay.
Ugh.
Okay, so important question: is it more than 50?
No, it's 40-foot drop, which I'm pretty sure
Okay,
you
cool.
can handle with no problem.
Yeah, I can handle with no problem.
Okay. How many of us are still up?
Quickly,
Cass is, and Cass is looking down over, getting ready to jump.
Cass, hold on. Us all jump at the same time so I can help us.
Raziel sort of waves you off, and you see him sort of go to the edge, and he sort of moves a bit oddly, and then looks very, very concerned. You see him just sort of halt and jerk.
Care.
I think I
Down
beat
with
both.
us.
I have a token, but if I can save it.
You can save it. I'm going to shove Cass and jump after. That is the make us all. We're all going now. I'll count to 5.
I will say, by great comedy value, I think I beat everyone, even the people who jumped before me.
Oh yeah, because you don't slow.
Yeah.
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 Or just hits the ground and stands up and looks.
But yeah.
Catch me.
Carrick pushes Cass out the window.
I mean, you might as well. You're gonna get down there for me. Hold your arms
And
out.
then
and catch me.
follows.
That's what I'm saying.
Here, jump.
Where arms up to
And then
catch Gifton.
Cass Featherfall on 3 of us because I think we're the only ones left up there that other than.
The surviving lieutenant seems to be trying to salvage some kind of consoling from the wreckage, whereas Raziel is actually standing up there and seems to be glancing back at his shoulders with concern.
Corvus didn't jump.
Oh, Corvus, are you coming? Because I was casting on anybody of us that were up there that were jumping. So
It only lasts for a minute. I mean, you can throw it and then jump.
they have
you
to
got
be
a minute
falling.
to go.
they have to be falling.
Had to be falling.
I really don't want to burn 2 spell slots.
All right, he would have when he saw everyone else go. So
Yeah, because it's either you do that, or if you stay up there, you're alone, or you jump after, and we just hope we can catch you.
with a bum leg.
I'll be down in a moment to hear Raziel yell at the descending group.
Okay.
And Dingus
I
and
will
Dazzle
land
sort of
at
flap
Archie's.
down, following.
I'll land in Archie's waiting arms.
Oh
We'll
wait,
just calmly put her
that's
down.
right.
We've got to
Everybody
stay.
else-
We got to keep meeting like this.
Actually,
it's
it's even better.
really lovely.
I didn't have to jump.
You get a flu.
My
Yeah.
brain just suddenly went wings,
Yeah.
but those are hidden right now, so we're not worrying about that. This next
Yeah.
round.
And
It's better because you forgot.
Yeah.
What is it that you are following?
I'm gonna rush over towards Titania.
as you sort of rush over to her form, you see her look back at you with concern, and
Hey, what's going on?
Can
Why are
any
you
of the
here?
rest of us see her?
nope, she is talking to air.
Captain,
What are you doing here?
I'm going to approach her, put my hand on her shoulder.
Okay, you put your hand on Gifton's shoulder. Oh, God, okay, right. So, a couple of things happen. Gifton,
Yeah.
you see Titania's mouth start to move, and her voice sounds distant, even though she's standing right before you. And you can
Yeah.
and you can just hear her saying, "They're hurting. Help them." And then her form starts to fade away. And as her form fades away, Telday,
Yes.
you are suddenly afflicted with a series of images and sounds in your mind. Strange to you, and yet feeling somehow familiar. You can see yourself fighting an opponent, your sword flashing about, flailing. No, you don't seem to be trying to strike at them, more just bashing their sword aside. And your hand seems fleshy, which is unusual. And you can hear yourself just shouting jests and jabs at them, seemingly taunting, exchanging witty retorts. And then you can see yourself carrying a beautiful woman in your arms, dressed seemingly well made, but there's imperfections. It's like it's not the best material, but it's made up to look oh so fancy. But she definitely seems to be a fair maiden. And you're going to be locked up for a good minute as various scenes flash through your mind. Your mind. Your grasp on Gifton's shoulder just tightening a bit.
Tightening?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Gifton's human.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm gonna glance at Tilde and over and who's hurting? What's wrong with them?
And then one of those warforged about 3 lines deep, a little distance away from you, starts screaming. Its voice, obviously mechanical sounding, tinny, but there's definitely a horrified, mournful scream coming from it.
Now, is this
Oh,
something
no.
only she hears, or do we all?
You all
that?
hear this.
Oh no! Oh no!
And
Warforged doing.
you see it sort of clutching at its sort of faceplate, its fingers sort of clawing away at it. And you can see the rest of the Warforged, some are starting to look at their hands, others are dropping to their knees, some are joining in with the screaming.
Yeah, that's not worrying.
I'm gonna try and pull away from Tilde to go over towards the Warforge.
That grip is very, very tight, but you can slip out of it. And Telde, as your grip leaves Gifton, those visions stop. And something feels also different. There are memories there that weren't before. Feelings of warmth and life that seem alien to your form.
I'm going up to the nearest other Warforge and trying to offer comfort, like just pat them or pull them close, or just tell me what's wrong. Tell me what's wrong. How can I help you?
It's wrong.
Well, what's wrong?
And the Warforge looks at you, and you can see these eyes pulsing with green light, this very fey-like energy. And then its hand's going to lash out and try to grab at you. You gonna let it?
I'm gonna let it grab at me because I was already trying to touch it anyway. So
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
The rest of you see this Warforged reaching out for Gifton as if seeking comfort, and then its hands go for her neck.
Yeah.
I'm going to assume that I'm
Yeah,
closest.
you're
still.
closest, likely. You walked over to her.
Yeah, I'm going to try and smack the hand or arm with, I guess my saber is the easiest thing at the moment.
Okay, just go ahead and give me an attack roll.
Okay. Did I Oh, I popped out. There it is. Slashing would be accurate.
Okay, you hit easily, and you're able to dislodge the arm from her neck, and Gifton lets you slip out of its grasp.
All right, I'm gonna back up, grasping at my own neck, and I'm gonna. I mean, they're all just kind of wailing and freaking out pretty bad, right?
Although some of them are now starting to turn their attention to you all, and you hear one of them
I'm
mumble,
going to throw
"Warmth,
that.
life." Okay, it's to express strong emotion. Very nice.
Yeah.
Taught to be charmed or frightened. The spell ends and expresses different black creatures that is hostile towards. Okay. Right. Which one of these effects are you trying to implement? Are you trying to make them? Are you trying to make hostile targets indifferent towards, creatures of your choice, or are you trying to suppress the charmed or frightened effect?
Shit, that's a hard choice. I think I will. You said it's glowing with green fey energy in its eyes?
Almost, yeah.
I'm gonna make him indifferent.
Okay. Right.
Probably the bad choice, but it's the one I'm choosing.
No, that's a very good choice.
Because if they're frightened but they're still hostile, they're still going to be hostile.
Yeah. That's what I was thinking. Is this ends the hostility? Maybe.
What's your DC?
My DC as a cleric is 14.
14. Okay.
So it's not that high.
Very good though.
Passes.
Yeah.
2 make them.
Two?
2 of them.
14.
right,
Yes.
plus
12 plus 2.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
So you
One.
see 6 of these figures were starting to look at you all with that sort of very uncomfortably intense look, and they start to step towards you, and then Gifton starts singing this sort of calming song, and Gifton, the one that was trying to strangle you, still reaching out, just sort of stops briefly, and you just see it look down at its hands in a mournful fashion. Most of them stopping their advance, although 2 towards the back seem to be trying to push past the sobbing, screaming Warforged towards you all. And you hear sound behind you as well. Sound of rubble being kicked about as Raziel descends on a long piece of line that he seems to have tugged from some of the console wreckage.
I'm going to speak up. I'm not sure yell is really an operative term here, but
Higher volume.
yes, speak in a manner that hopefully as many as possible may hear.
Mhm.
This is not an enemy. There is no need for hostilities.
Okay. Right. Go ahead and give me a persuasion check. Very nice. Okay. Yeah. The ones starting to advance towards you all look at Telday, look at towards Gifton, look towards the rest of you, and just stop. And you can see one sort of just clutching its head, starting to look down, shaking its head back and forth. The other just slumping down. Very odd sight seeing a Warforged just sit with its sort of knees up, arms slumped over them.
Gifton looks like she's really torn up about this. Oh, what's the matter? Can you tell me? Maybe I can help. What's wrong?
This is not me.
Archie's actually gonna turn to Raz coming down and go, Raz,
Yes,
how did they make these?
I don't. Siphoning energy from the ambient magical fields is what I was told.
These aren't behaving as just
What fields?
pure magic.
I don't know. I'd have to see the documentation.
Who are you? Tell me what you're like. Where were you from?
Somewhere beautiful. Somewhere joyous. I don't know who I am. What am I?
Is the thing still here? Or is it completely destroyed? The
The big apparatus.
Stargate,
If you look up, it is still going.
Um,
And Gifton,
Mhm.
you don't see those rifts anymore. But give me a perception check, please.
I'm not good at perception.
Oh, what's the passive?
11? No, actually, no, it's just higher than that. One sec.
just say you
12.
actually have a wisdom bonus now.
It's a 12.
Do I be nice? Nah.
Does it look like I can get close enough without getting hit by any of the moving parts?
If you want to fly
look
up
at
there?
Mm-hmm.
It's a bit risky because there are parts that are sort of moving at speed and there are jutting components, and there do seem to be some loose parts now. But yeah, you can sort of gauge your
Give them
distance.
to turn that stupid thing off.
Oh, I don't know if the one up there knows how to. I'm gonna go and actually, I'm gonna fly up. Can I see back up where we were?
Yeah.
Is the one that was gathering stuff still up there?
Yeah, he seems to be in the middle of trying to piece together a console, which he gets out a sort of pain deal. He seems to get sapped by it, and he tosses a piece he was holding aside and just sort of shakes his head at you.
Is there any way? Am I close enough for him to hear me?
Yes.
Does it seem? Is there any way to turn it off at the machine?
You'd have to go to the main apparatus itself. It's on the floor above us.
How do you get up there?
The elevator, there's a couple of stairways.
Anyone
It
else
seems
hear
to go there from here, but he looks at where everybody jumped down to.
Garrett, could you get me back up here?
Go tie a rope, drop down hole. I mean, there's already a rope.
Oh, yeah, that's right, Razzie.
I mean, James climbed down that, so there's one down there.
Why don't you guys come with us? We're gonna figure this out, okay?
Are you saying that to the Warforged?
Yeah,
It looks up at you with
it's gonna be okay. We'll figure it out.
a very mournful look, and it just looks back down. Meanwhile, there is clanging from the chamber as a couple of Warforged seem to be trying to bash their own heads in against the chamber walls.
I am going to attempt to stop any. I think
Okay.
RG was saying something I didn't
RG
mean to cut off.
Archie's just gonna put her hand kind of on, give him something. I think, and even now.
Can Corvus make it back up to the platform with the rope?
Give me an athletics check.
Oh boy.
You broke up there, Kronos. I didn't catch what you said.
Yep. So Archie's basically putting a hand on Gifton's shoulder and going, I don't think any of them are in any state to go anywhere right now.
All right. Well, we come back for them though. We're not going to abandon them. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll
Yeah.
keep an eye on them. You hear a yell from up above.
I'm sorry. I'd like somebody to treat them with a little bit more humanity to keep an eye on them.
Do not self-harm. This is unnecessary.
Oh,
Does not make sense.
nothing makes sense. Nothing makes sense.
Explain.
So wrong.
I'm gonna go push up the rope.
Come on, we should go up.
Cass
Alright,
is going up the rope.
Corvus, that's fine. Anyone that's climbing the rope, athletics checks.
Alright.
Thankfully, rope climbing DC is fairly easy. RG just going straight up.
She's actually looking at because she hasn't tried the wall run yet.
It's really quite easy, Ali says.
RG's actually going to look at the rope for a second, look at the wall, and just go, and go to the wall for a second, then just truck straight up it.
That seems the safer option with Cassie.
That's amazing athletics.
Cassie
I am
evidently going all the way up and knocking Carrick off the rope or something.
Oh, I'm fine. I'm climbing the rope with my wings. So
nice. I am, when I get closer to General Roselle, going to lean in close to him and go, "She's here. She was here. I saw her. She was here. She told me."
Who was here?
Tanny.
Tanny?
I don't know. Tanya. Tanya, okay?
Well,
Tanya.
Titty,
I want,
so.
I want.
I can say tits is here. That's great, right?
Was that?
I hit Sam.
He gives you a not quite disbelieving, but that sort of like vaguely shocked look. For he leans in and whispers back to you. And you saw her in the Feywild last, right?
Yes, and there was Fey energy all around the.
That explains things. I can't do anything.
What?
I can't bring out my wings. I cannot heal. I am mortal in here. We're in the Fey somehow.
Stay close, okay?
Well, that's going on.
And by the way, I'm actually exuding for the first time ever an aura of protection as a result of the fact that we leveled up since the last time we've done anything. So anybody near me gets a +3 on all saves.
All right.
That is level 10, right? I'm not like completely spazzing.
No, this is the last time we leveled up. I just haven't really. It's just really hasn't come up.
I was just making sure that I didn't miss a level when you said that. Well, that's going on down there.
So I am gonna go. We are in a very bad way then.
Who's the lieutenant that's still alive?
That is 1 second. Let me open up my notey woties, as they say.
Is it the one that didn't like Telday's comments?
No, it was the nicer one.
Oh, so it's not the blonde; it's the non-blonde.
Yep.
Because the blonde is the one that didn't.
There's
like.
only
That
one of
was-
them, not four.
So this is Lieutenant Sad, not Lieutenant Thadley, which I thought it was funny that we had Thad and Sad.
Yeah.
I am actually going to very kind of stoically walk over to the dead body of Thadley, and I'm going to say apologies, but we're going to need these, and I'm going to start looking for weapons.
Okay. On him, you can find a holstered pistol.
Okay, I don't know what this is. Tossing that down the hole.
Going to, well, she was still down there.
Yeah.
I was going to start getting the guy to tell us what we need to go through, and I was going to record it in my spell shard because that is with me.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm gonna hand the pistol off to somebody. Who wants? Is there knives or daggers or anything?
There are no knives or daggers on him. There are pieces of rebar and such around that are a little bit sharp.
All right, well, I'm grabbing one of those. Actually, I'm opening up my backpack, pulling out a heavy book, and I've got it ready for walloping.
Okay.
Any weapons around, just in case, something really bad happened.
Yes. There's an armory, a small one on each level. If you head straight down the hallway, from here, fifth door on your left. There's a small armory there. You keep going. The stairs are right at the end of the hallway. It's a straight run. It's not hard.
All right. Hey, Carrot, do what I do, and I'm gonna take my cloak of many fashions, and I'm gonna flip out the cloak I made that was the fake wings.
Mm-hmm.
and it's got the big butterfly patterning on it. So it's got the cool fake eyes and stuff like that.
Mine can do that.
Yeah. I put one of those in there.
Oh. He looks a little surprised before mimicking you and deploying this.
Okay.
Be right back.
Corvus will take the pistol because he cannot wield a rebar.
Okay, you take that.
Nobody can
Nobody can really. It's kind of a bad thing.
I have no strength.
Yeah, I'm gonna go. Okay, so standard Fae procedures. Stay close, pets.
Oh, we're doing this again.
Yep.
I mean, if there are Fae in the facility, I don't know if
There was at least one.
the lieutenant looks a little sick at the thought, but he sort of goes and unlocks the door for you all and motions you all out.
Lieutenant.
Yes? I'm going to try and get this console running, just in case you can't get up there.
All right.
Is there a way to... You turned them on. Can you turn them off?
Yes, the machine. That's where you're going, and that's why I'm trying to get this running.
Oh wait, I have a really good idea because I still have bullshit in my backpack that's not weapons.
Mm-hmm.
I'm giving him a sending stone, and then I'm handing the sending stone that I'm getting to Carrick.
Oh.
So I've got two. I got a linked set. Smart boys, talk together. Good times. Actually, maybe I should have gave that to Corvus so well.
Say that. I've got.
Catches it, glaring at Gifton.
I've got.
I got there eventually.
I got the information in my spell shard. What to
All
do.
right.
So.
All right. You yell if there's any trouble, and watch out. They're very upset at the bottom of that hole. You might want to pull the rope up.
Yeah, I was gonna.
Yeah. Okay, and he goes and starts doing so.
Mm-hmm. And I will put an arm around Care and an arm around Rizal and go, so let's have a nice little walk.
Right. Okay, and you'll step out into the hallway. And yes, Toadie?
I didn't climb up after everybody.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
You're still down
come
there?
up.
Yeah, I'm still trying to calm down all the Warforged.
Okay, so give me 100 rolls.
I can do it if you want to count them.
Give me 2 more. Everyone's been up there chatting. You would have had time. Okay, yeah, you get another one calmed. This one does not seem to calm.
Tilde, come. We're gonna need you.
They are in distress.
I know. We're gonna come back for them. I promise.
They.
And the one you're trying to calm currently asks you in a very childlike sounding voice, even through this robotic tinniness, where am I?
You are in a facility, military. It is the place of creation.
Where's my mummy?
That does not make sense.
And this Warforged just starts to sob softly to itself. Earless, but you can hear the sound.
How audible is that?
Not particularly from where you guys are, especially over the rest of the screaming and hollering that's going on down there.
Mm-hmm.
True.
Yeah, we're up top. He's down below. There's a good 50 feet in between.
Mm-hmm.
This error does not make sense. Too much deviation. Do not understand.
Tilde, please. I don't want to go on without you, but we'll come back to them. I promise. We need to stop the machine before it gets any worse. It's dangerous to everybody.
You are leaving?
Yeah, I have to.
Till they will turn and start to try and get up the wall.
Okay, go ahead and roll me athletics check. The rope is thrown back down to you.
Yep, that's what it is.
Okay,
Rope snaps.
you are struggling to get up this wall. Your feet sort of sparking off against the stonework. but for the sake of it to happen eventually, after a few attempts, you manage to clamber your way up, especially if someone helps hold it up, looking at the centaur.
I will run over and start pulling on the rope and hope somebody else helps me.
Okay.
I could run down there and then push him.
Alright, you'll get Telday
Cass
up.
is just going to start hauling up the rope.
Yeah, and Telday rejoins you all. Right, and
We are
What's
going
this,
for weaponry.
What does this pistol look like?
it's actually a little strange. It's quite boxy. A strange sort of hexagonal cylinder. Looks like it's made completely out of metal, rather than the usual wood fusion flintlocks and such you've seen before, and seems to have a large boxy cartridge attached to it. It counts as a hand cannon, but you can do 8 shots before reloading.
Oof.
Okay.
Don't worry, we're not going to get to keep it. They're taking that from us. All right.
Would
Okay.
anyone
Hey.
require weaponry?
I would appreciate something.
Can you wield a saber?
I can or care. Or maybe
Yeah,
Cassie.
I wish I had my sword. Kez sort of reaching for his side, and then you see Kez's sword appear,
Warlocks.
and he looks very surprised as he draws it from nowhere.
So
Blade.
I have a question: is he the kind of the kind of warlock that he attunes to the magic weapons that way?
Mhm.
Yep.
You son of a bitch! I mean, I'm so happy for him.
Yeah, that's a Pact of the Blade feature.
I could use a saber, but there'd probably be people that better off with them than me.
Cass is looking at Care. Her eyebrow goes up and goes, I kind of want my sword. And so she strikes.
Unfortunately, Kez, it does not happen for you.
Archie's
Cass is going to kind of look
weird.
at
That's not the weirdest thing that
Care and
happened
just
to
go,
me.
you're going to have to teach me that.
Okay, once I figure out how I did it, sure.
All right.
Aside from this saber, I also have 11 daggers.
I'll take one of the daggers.
I'll take a dagger.
Those.
Lift out daggers and hand out.
I'll look over at Roselle. Do you need a weapon?
He it looks like he's about to say, "Of course not," before pausing and pulling out a familiar-looking blade from his sleeve, and I don't know if this will be effective here.
Is it pointy?
It's pointy.
Doesn't it work?
Nah, give me the saber then, Tilde. I don't have my bow.
Of course.
And it's either that or I have to use this and I'm brandishing the big heavy book. And as funny as it would be to smack another Fae with a book that says what to expect when you're expecting, I don't think they'll get the joke.
That
I'm
would be
hoping to not have to
advisable.
use these. I'm hoping to just stick with my magic.
I'm sorry. I honestly feel a Fae would get a big kick out of that joke.
No, it would get
Yeah.
a smash out of that joke.
Smashing.
All right.
I'm also
All right.
So Telday passes weapons out.
I'm going to take that saber. What exactly is the saber's weapon type? So I can just.
It is a saber. For the
I'll find it in the book then.
It's a
I'll-
dual. It's under dueling blades.
all right.
yeah.
I will go look it up then. That's fine.
yeah.
I was just wondering
And-
if you had the information on it on your sheet.
D8 finesse.
Moon
Yeah, if
touched.
you're Marshall, it's D8.
Oh, it's actually sounds like it's just like my current weapon actually.
So
I think mine's a D8. Okay.
Yeah, unfortunately, some of that depends on mastery versus.
Yeah, she'd have martial, so it'd be she wouldn't have mastery with it. So
It's
Yeah,
simplifies
melee
things.
D8.
Yep. Okay. I've got it. I'm good. All right. So I'm ready to go.
Right, so you'll step out into the hallway. These red lights lining the wall seem to be sort of flashing a bit. You can still hear those sirens going off, and there do seem to be sort of yells and distant sounds of gunfire. So clearly something's going on.
I'm gonna grit my teeth a little bit. Care. Remember, hold yourself like you're in charge.
Right? Yes, of course. Large and in charge, right?
Laughing's normal here. That's what we're supposed to do.
Right.
Go with it. All right. So yeah, we're walking down the hallway. It's like
Okay.
I'm leading the pack.
All right. So you all start to move forward. After about 20 feet down the hallway, everything looking normal, there is a sudden sickening lurching as perspective changes. It seems after you step past a certain point in the hallway, the rest of the hallway almost distorts and comes zooming in towards you, as if you've just stepped a greater distance than you possibly should be able to.
Oh, I hate that feeling.
Why are we here?
Oh, God. That's unpleasant, you hear Raziel saying. And
Yeah.
suddenly you
Feels
are
like home.
not looking at the end of the hallway where the stairwell was. It seems to be an intersection.
Oh, did we pass it?
And you all want to take a look around, see?
Yeah, I'll take a look around.
Okay.
Corvus will. Is the sitting stones once per day?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh
Yep.
no.
That's why we gotta be careful when we use those.
Yeah.
Perception checks in for those that want to try and ascertain your positioning.
Yeah.
Perception.
Nope.
Does-
I don't know where I am in this building.
Unfortunately,
What the hell?
and unfortunately, I will not be accepting passives for this.
Mhm.
Yeah. Okay. All right. RG.
Mhm.
You are the only one that actually makes this.
Wow.
Yeah. Somehow it seems nearly impossible, but somehow you guys got turned around, went the completely wrong direction. You can see, glancing back now, the doorway you came from, and the stairwell that you were trying to head towards, as well as the weapons locker.
So I think this place is fucking with us because we're supposed to be going now.
You think?
All right.
Yeah.
Concentrate.
Wait.
Concentrate.
Is that what we need to do, or is that the opposite thing we need to do?
No, I had to do it last time, and I gotta remember what I did because Tanya told me what to do. Don't mess me up. Don't mess me up. Oh.
Corvus is overthinking it.
Oh.
All right.
Crap. You know what? I know help last time, and she's just gonna go, this is dumb, but yeah, I'm throwing that on Raziel.
He sort of raises his eyebrow a bit.
Okay, we should be able to go forward because I believe we can go forward. And
we
you're
used
fine.
Cast. We've used cast to do this. That's right.
No,
At this point, Cass is actually digging through the bag and pulling out rope.
It had nothing to do with that. It had everything to do with the feeling of it. The feeling is I'm in
Mind over
control
matter?
and we can do this. I'm in control. We can do this, okay? And
Cass is tossing the rope to everyone and tying it around herself.
Gifted suddenly looks like she just got completely undermined, and that moment of she was like, I got this, just drained away, and she just lets her shoulders
Which is
sag.
unfortunate.
Come on,
Remembers
guys.
what happened last time.
I mean, last time Gift was still right.
Yeah, but
It's mind over matter, and RG even said it. So it's mind over matter.
And Kair's going to sort of squeeze his shoulders a bit, goes, we know what we're doing, right?
Yeah, we know what we're doing. We are Fae, and this is our magic, and
Right,
it has
Cass.
to listen to us.
Cass, stop living out your weird horse fantasies with the rope and follow Gifton.
Cass is just stopping and looking at Care.
He is squinting at you oddly as if he thinks this is a fierce, in-charge look.
RG's just gonna kind of look over and go, "We're in the Fae. We listen to the Fae," and then just look back and fall in line.
Oh, Gifton's going to tap Raziel forward because she still has the spell on him, and she's concentrating. She's protecting her friends, and she is bringing them forward.
Okay.
She's concentrating on her
flashes
friends.
Across Kara's screen, Cass will remember this.
Weird horse fantasies. Alright. Gifton, give me a charisma check. At advantage.
A check?
A check.
A
So,
check.
just roll a straight stat.
Ooh.
Okay. Alright, so you start leading them forward, trying to keep your sights set on that stairwell. Do you want to stop by the armory first?
Yeah.
Okay. Right, and you actually reach the armory door. And as you open up the armory door, it opens up into a field. You can see, it's a little odd. You can see in the distance in this field, there do seem to be walls, much like the facilities walls, but they seem to be in the tree line and intertwined with the trees themselves. And there are bushes scattered throughout this field that have weapons on them, as if they were fruit.
Wait, what did I?
Yeah, the
found the armory.
material world and the Fey world have kind of melded.
I am
So
just
the-
going to say without
armor
turning
too?
around, I'm fully going to admit sometimes I hate how my world works.
So would you call this, from what I vaguely heard,
Arbory?
armor tree?
I hate everyone gets minus 10 DKP.
Oh.
Alright, I'm just gonna start stiltedly moving forward towards some trees with weapons on them.
Okay, you're all going in?
Yeah.
I don't.
Yeah.
Alright, as you all step on in and start heading through this field towards the trees and bushes that are sporting what looks to be a mix of... yes?
As we're going in, and this is Corvus because he's paranoid, he's going to turn around. Does he see the door?
Yeah, you see the door.
Okay.
And then you get
Behind us and then go
the
away.
door seems to be part of a tree.
Okay, it's still there. It's
Feet
open.
over.
Leave
Since
the
RJ
door
actually has
open.
no reason to go
We
get a
used to-
weapon, he's going to be waiting by the door.
Use it.
Okay.
Use it to
It-
leave
it-
or leaf.
Shut up, Carrick!
Is there a bow or anything I can grab?
There is no bow, unfortunately. There are an assortment of rifles, pistols, swords, and shields, and a few pole arms.
Would a hand crossbow be helpful?
No axes?
No.
Okay.
No, I don't do those, thank you.
No axes, no.
Is there a short sword?
There are short swords.
Okay. Chorus will take a short sword as well.
And then Cass is grabbing.
Right, so you head
The
towards you're heading towards these various bushes to get your various weapons. Corvus, as you grasp a short sword, it feels very strange.
I don't like this.
In fact, that hilt seems to squish a bit under your grasp.
They're gummy
It's a
weapons.
fruit.
Does it
It's a
wiggle?
fruit.
As you sort of yank it from the tree, it sort of snaps off, and yeah, it's a little bit flexible.
I don't
Weapons.
think these are real weapons anymore.
They have jiggle physics.
All right, well, let's just leave them then.
Do you believe they are?
Corvus will concentrate.
Okay, you
Archie
concentrate.
is getting such a betrayed look from Gifton right now.
You concentrate on this weapon, Corvus, and oh boy, it does really look like one.
Does it flop over?
It's starting to peel a bit with the way you're holding it.
It's a banana?
It looks like a banana.
And so
Just
there's
gonna
gonna
put
be
it back.
banana.
Just gonna put it back in the bush.
Oh my!
Which I'm not sure you've seen a banana before.
I haven't.
All right,
these are
this
fun
is
to
a
fuck.
bad idea. Let's get back out. Come on.
Yeah, let's go find the control system.
RG, you see the group sort of turning and starting to head back towards the doorway, and you see the door starting to try and close.
Yeah.
She's sticking a foot in and holding that fucker open.
Okay, you stick your foot in and try and keep it from coming ajar, and as you do, you see these long branch-like fingers sort of coming around the side of the door, gently grasping it. And the rest of you, you see what looks to be a very familiar sight from early in your adventures, a figure emerging from the tree, sort of like going over the door, trying to peer around it.
Nope.
Oh, a dryad.
A dryad.
I don't know what you're talking about. I've never seen something like this before.
Tade, this is the
Why do I not have my staff right now? I would totally fireball the
And
bitch.
RG, it just you just hear a voice saying, "Why are you opening my tree?"
It was already open. I'm just trying to leave with them.
And
Oh my
the rest of
God.
you see this dryad glance back towards all of you.
I am going to. I'm going to use my once per day, and I can hit the button, but I won't because it'll consume my spells. But I'm misty stepping over there. Okay. Excuse me, is my pet in the way? We're just on our way back out. There's all sorts of strangeness going on with reality right now, and we're just getting a little muddled.
Strangeness, I'll say. This is the most peculiar way to walk through a tree I've ever seen.
It's a door.
Isn't it? It is very strange.
It
But I don't. Do you know when this happened to you?
happened now.
Oh, well, I'm going to go see if I can get it stopped for you. Would that be all right?
Deception check, please.
Perception?
Deception.
That'd be from both of us.
Oh, deception. Okay.
Deception from Gifton.
I'm not. Okay. I am lying because I'm pretending to be a fae.
Yeah.
It stares at you briefly before it actually just sort of sinks back a bit and willingly opens the door up, putting it away from RG.
Thank you so much. All right.
Please do not dwell in my tree for too long.
Don't worry. We'll get out as soon as we can. I'm
Oh,
so sorry.
That one's pretty.
No, fuck.
Which one are they commenting on?
Who do you think they're commenting on?
Fake.
She is
Cassie,
looking
clearly.
straight at Carrie.
I know, isn't he just?
You are,
He's at least a pleasure to have her running around.
you are very lucky, my lady. And she just sinks back into the tree.
Yep. And I will
Better than last
motion everybody in.
Wait. My lady.
That wasn't in character.
Yeah. She passed the deception check.
I'm wearing fake wings right now. I've got a lie going.
Remember, she told us to pretend. Do you remember the whole same thing that happened last time?
We're pretending that I'm a fey lady. Get your asses through here, please.
Yeah.
I'm gonna.
Carrick's moving double time.
Same as Corvus.
So
Dearest,
anyone
you'll
taking
make
any
sure
weapons?
that we don't have any stragglers.
No, no one's straggling. Come along, Cassie.
And then I'm gonna slip through the door and wait like I'm impatient, tapping my feet.
Anyone taking any fruit weapons with them?
Not taking a fruit weapon.
Why
Cass
not?
is.
You're both going to grab one?
Yeah, Cass is grabbing a fruit shield and a fruit sword.
Okay. The shield actually feels a whole lot more leafy than it does like fruit. Like it's got that big flex to it. And you grab one of those banana swords, and you carry it on out. What about you, Telday?
No, I'm not grabbing.
Okay.
I just asked why not.
Kelly's the one who was armed.
I mean, if nothing
Yeah.
else, Cass might be able to grow these things into some sort of sellable object once you bring it up.
I'm just expecting
you
her to
say,
eat
Sir
them
Fetch.
halfway. I'm expecting her to eat them halfway through.
Not true.
As you eat them already.
Right, and everyone's out through the door.
Okay. Okay. Stay together, and I'm gonna start walking forward again. I'm concentrating on the fact that I have cast protection from good and evil, and my brain tells me I am protecting my entire group because this is the crutch I use. It is a placebo effect. It works.
Okay, all right. So you all make it to the stairwell. As you look into the sort of stairwell, through its little door opening, those stairs are going at way more of an incline than they should. And as you crane your neck up, they don't turn as they should either. It just seems to be one set of stairs going up and up and up, and then curving back over you all.
It's a Esker stare.
I'm gonna aside to Care as he walks up to me. I feel like stairs really haven't changed with the rings.
No.
Yeah.
Why?
How are you liking your first time in the Fae, dear?
It's a lot more stony than I would have thought.
Yeah, that's not normal.
Gonna kind of move up a little bit to just go, maybe not say that so loud. Just in
I'm
case.
sorry, were you talking to me, Pet?
Madam.
Probably a lot more of the times I drink that I'm really comfortable with.
All right, I'm gonna start walking up the steps.
All right. Okay, everybody, see Gifton stepping up these steps, even to the point where the angling really suggests you shouldn't be able to.
I hate this.
All right, and you'll start following along.
Yep.
Yeah,
Cass is just like, this is just another day.
Yeah, and the only one that really has any issue is Cass because center on the stairs. But yeah,
Yeah.
but yeah, you're all able to start walking up, and it's a little unsettling.
I'm totally not having a David Bowie labyrinth moment
Yeah,
right
it
now.
doesn't
in my
feel so
head.
much like you're going upside down, so much as the rest is turning around you.
Mhm.
I was really hoping Jareth would show up.
But you sort of walk up these stairs, this environment twisting around you, and yeah, there's the next floor up. You can see the hallway sort of stretching out before you.
Gifton's letting out a relaxed sigh. Okay, so what room was it, Carrick? My sweet.
I'm gonna, well, I have eidetic memory anyways, but I'm gonna pull out the crystal and make sure I know which one it is.
Yeah,
Sure.
it shouldn't be hard to miss. You were told. It is a large set of double steel doors set into the middle of the hallway.
Pair of large steel doors set in the middle of the hallway, my lady.
All right, well, walk on, and I will walk. I'll start walking forward with everybody else.
Okay, and as you step into this hallway, you hear more gunfire, much closer this time. And from down the hall, at a little sort of intersection, you actually see a couple of guards backing up, seemingly to be firing at something down the hallway. And then one of them turns into a rabbit.
Okay, through the door. Through the door.
Well, that's most unfortunate for him.
Get that door, and I'm going to stand
The door.
between the guards and you guys for a moment, and I'm going to actually flick my cloak up like I'm trying to obscure you guys from sight a little bit.
I'm gonna start working at the door.
Okay.
Is it locked? First
Nope,
off,
you're able to get through it pretty easily. So you're able to leave the stairwell. There are a couple of intersections down this hallway. One before the one you just saw the guards come from, and another past them. You don't see any sign of steel doors. There are a lot of doorways down here, but they all seem to be the standard single affair.
Room.
those Fae are really fast.
You
Yeah.
are.
They should be taught to not speed.
I have a feeling we're on the wrong level.
And as you
I'm guessing we're on the level we're supposed to be, right? It's from everything we were told.
you feel like it, Gifton, but it's hard to say.
That should only be one up, right? Where's that door hiding? All right? Stop hiding the goddamn door. Come on, Faye. Stop hiding the goddamn door. I'm gonna try. She's like, come on, where is it?
As you're all sort of chatting, you see the guard run out of ammo, glance down the hallway as if noticing you all, are opening his mouth to yell, and then you see a swarm of tinkling lights just sort of come out of the hallway you backed away from, all sort of swarm around him, and you hear him being dragged away, screaming and kicking down the other hall.
And giggles.
Yes, and a lot of giggling.
I don't like anything that's happened.
Can we find this door? No.
Cass is actually getting turned real.
I have a feeling the door is down that way.
Probably.
I'm gonna walk forward and then I'm gonna casually pick up the bunny.
Okay. Right, you walk onto that intersection, you pick up the bunny, and
I'm gonna pet the bunny a few times.
yeah, and it sort of wiggles its nose at you.
All right. I'm gonna put this in a backpack for right now. We're gonna get you out of here, little guy. Actually, I'm gonna hand that to Carrick because that's a safe person to hold the bunny.
Right, and at this intersection, from the way the guard and those little pixies seem to have come from, is a large forest. The way that the guard was dragged to seems to be a bit more swampy. There is this weird sort of muck covering the walls. The hallway seems to have a sort of water at its floor, and it looks like it gets deeper as it goes on. Still a hallway, but not quite right.
Which
That's
way you think?
weird. You know what?
Just
The honest
make
answer is
it
hopefully.
away.
Because the honest answer is right through that. The hopeful answer is Annie.
The hopeful answer's down Pretty Spring Lane, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah. I look over at James.
He just sort of shrugs helplessly, looking quite at a loss for once.
Okay. Maybe I should have handed him the bunny. He could have used that.
You can still do it. You know, here, hold this.
RG is actually also going to look over. It's like, seeing you at a loss is an interesting experience. I don't know if I like it.
No, not fond of it myself.
No, okay. If anything, we can at least get that guard and he can tell us which. Hey, wait a second. I'm gonna pick up the bunny. Hey, bunny, which way is the big steel doors?
Okay, it wiggles its nose at you.
I use once per day, speaks with animals. Excuse me, sir. Which way is the two-star?
Incoherent screaming.
Through the woods. Through the woods.
Okay, thank you. Okay, he says it's this way.
We were going to go down the swamp.
Yeah, we almost went down the swamp.
Glad somebody remembered they had that ability.
Yes, I am speaking with the animal, and then I'm going to go, okay, I know you're a person. We'll try and fix you, okay?
Fluffy. Fluffy.
Yeah, you're very, very fluffy. Shoot. Now I'm heading into Roselle.
Raziel
Came out of Carrick's hands.
Fine, I'll hand him back to Carrick because Carrick.
It doesn't need to be any
This is way
clearer.
funnier.
Yeah. No, this way Roselle can hand it back to Carrick.
Yeah, if you try and
Alright,
hand
then
it to
we'll start
Roselle,
going.
he holds it very awkwardly, almost sort of sorry to the guard, and pushes it back to Carrick.
I need to pet the fluffy bunny.
Yeah, nice. We're good people. All right, and I'm going to start walking
I
down that way.
mean, it's a bunny right now, for all it knows.
It is. It's a person. I just talked to it. Its intelligence is low, but it's still there.
I mean, it might be more intelligent than it was.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, so you head into the woods.
Yep. One of the
Road
woods.
again.
Right, so you step out into this. It's very thickly wooded here, not quite the open meadow that the armory was.
Barbary.
As you sort of walk through these wooded trees, in various sections off through the trees, you can see what looks like to be the continuation of other hallways. Again, some doors set into odd places, some up in the trees themselves, some in bushes, some set into the ground. Everyone give me a perception check.
Horrible at these. Yeah, I am as horrible as that.
Okay, 15s and over. So that would be RG and Cassie. You hear sound of distant gunfire, actually echoing through the trees, not seeming to come from any of these little hallways. And it seems to be northwest, is what you'd guess, just judging on your current heading.
I just kind of was hearing guns that way.
Let's go that way.
Okay, and you will start to trudge through the trees.
On the road again.
Are you trying to be stealthy, or are you just doing your brave Fey march?
Putting on an act, brave Fey march the whole way.
Fey march.
Okay, as you are marching through, you pass by one tree in particular that seems to have a one of those steel doors set into it, and you hear a loud thump from the steel door, and the whole thing sort of judders a bit, and then another one. Thump,
Are you all right in
thump.
there? I will see if I can open the door.
You can open the door. Okay, you open the
On
door,
the floor.
and it looks to be just a small office room with a unicorn standing within it that was getting ready to charge again.
Oh, here, let me out. I'll let you out. Come on.
Oh
Okay.
God, he's gonna kill you.
And it steps out very, very quickly, looking about.
Yeah, this is a big mess. I don't know. Were you the one that was getting chased by the displacer beast down by the river?
The unicorn. Just checking something. Gives you a confused look.
Probably not. Okay. Well, good luck. We're gonna. Yeah. Nice to meet you.
All of you here in your
Dylan's
heads.
Blessings.
Who speaks Sylvan?
I do.
I do.
Okay.
I do.
Oh boy, screechy noise.
Those of you that understand it, it's not screechy. Don't you worry. It doesn't hurt. It's just incomprehensible. Those of you that understand Sylvan hear a fair voice saying,
Well,
What are you all doing here?
is Sylvan Elven?
Nope.
No.
Okay.
They're different language.
Sylvan is Sylvan. All right.
That's why I don't know it.
There's some sort of machine that got turned on, and it's doing something very terrible to the Fae. It seems like, and to this building.
I do not understand you.
I'll talk back in Sylvan. Do you understand me now?
It nods its head.
Okay, I'll say that there's something going on with a machine that the men made in a building, and it did something to the Fae, and now the Fae is in the building, but the building and the Fae are not quite right. They're messed up. They're disjointed. It's sometimes here and sometimes there. There's something wrong with the Fae. We're gonna go try and stop it.
The borders are tearing.
Yeah. There's a big mess of that down south near Southwest Time. Where are you from? I mean, you're one of Ellen's, right?
I am one of villains.
Yeah. Were you the one that was chasing the terror that was going across by the river?
It just
With the weird dogs with the tentacles chasing it?
it shakes its head
Or the
slowly.
cats?
You must have seen one of
saw-
my
I-
brothers
I-
or sisters.
Yeah, I saw one getting chased like that. You don't know what's going on either, though. Okay.
So you are trying to stop this?
Yeah.
I must continue trying to mend the rifts in the Fae. If you are trying to stop this. And it bows its head, and there is a slight glow of its horn. All of you, you have advantage on saving throws pertaining to any Fae spells cast on you.
Cool.
Thank you. What was your name? I'm Gifton.
I am Miss Andrew.
Goddamn drills. I fair every one of the goddamn
Yeah.
angels.
That's the thing. Unicorns are fey, but they're celestial beings. Right.
They're Illin's angels almost.
Illin's,
creatures.
yeah.
They're not. They. Well, I wish you the best of luck. We'll do our best to do what we can. There's a lot of hurt creatures with what's going on. This terror is hurting them badly.
By the way.
Do you want it typed out?
Yes, please.
Here you go.
I'm bad at guessing. Thank you.
Sandro.
Oh, I was off by a letter.
Oh, what letter were you off by head then?
Yeah.
E.
Ah.
Oh, with an E with angels.
I did it wrong because I did it as I thought it was myth, like MITH, not miss. All right, so she will curtsy to the unicorn and say, Illings's blessings upon you, and then and motion everybody else forward.
And on you, including you, betrayer. As it says, as it says by Raziel.
Uh-oh.
Pardon, have you seen others of this kind? Points to himself.
Your automata. Beams of metal.
What?
There appears to be an issue with them.
No,
Numerous.
I have not seen your kind.
They are in pain.
You are... And it actually steps up towards you, Telday.
And gores me.
You are
There.
one of ours. Not ours, but those we keep on. You come home.
Explain.
You belong here. I can see it in you. You're
Do not understand.
You do not remember?
Negative.
And this unicorn glances back to the rest of you. Did one of you do this?
No, there's a whole bunch. There's a whole bunch of they call them warforged like him, and they're upset with memories that they don't understand. But the people told me that they weren't, that they were golems, but they're so upset, and I can't make them stop feeling so much pain. I don't know what they did.
What do you mean that it's one that you watch?
The twisted, the broken. We watch them here. Like souls, but not.
I rolled a 31 on my sight trying to figure out where I'm this.
Broken like me?
No, you are
music starts.
healed. As is this one. Still broken.
But I'm guessing she was putting a care.
Yep, seems to be addressing. She's addressing Gifton and Telday.
Oh, okay.
This unit is not broken.
No, you are broken in some way. There are parts of you missing. The corrupted parts are gone, but with it so much as well.
Gifted.
I would love to talk to you about this a lot more when we're not stopping the bad machine. I will pray to you. Will you hear prayers? Listen, Drill.
I will hear them.
Thank you.
Do live.
I will.
You are curious.
I'll try. We'll try. All right, come on. And I'm gonna reach over and grab Telday by the hand and start pulling him away.
Telday, something
you
feels
for-
very troubling deep inside. Things are starting to connect, but it's still tricky to understand.
For information. Appreciated.
Corvus will wave at the unicorn as he leaves.
We'll process.
Thank you for your blessing.
Resting.
I can't talk today. I'm lucky I'm not coughing right now. And then
I'm gonna say softly to Care as we start walking away. You know, when I was younger, I always wanted to see a unicorn, and now I finally get to see one, and I'm too busy to appreciate it. That just seems really unfair.
This does seem to be life, doesn't it? Okay. You all continue onwards.
As I start moving in, I just go, this is way nicer than the last time something tried to mess with your version of my head.
All I heard was gibbering.
Yeah, last time it happened, there was screaming involved too.
Oh, yeah, I remember
Don't
that
tempt
too.
me to figure out how to make the screaming happen.
I mean, that depends. You
mean-
want me to leave?
I can
No.
speak it, but it doesn't trigger
Nope.
that, so it's not the words themselves.
It's
Seemed pleasant enough.
it's the same way I can talk to you. You would not be able to hear me without pain if I were not in a form like this.
James, did you pick up what she was saying?
It sounds an awful lot to me that the Warforged are made from something in the Fae.
Yeah, that's what I'm getting. So you said they're pulling from just ambient energy that they were just yanking, right?
Supposedly.
You do know what happens when a Fae dies, right?
Yes.
That we kind of just whoosh around as like this golden energy around here
As ambient energy.
I like that definition, though.
until it's in use again.
Yeah. I also know that well, a lot of the greater Fae are angels, a lot of the lesser Fae, they're... And he gestures at the rest of the group. They were mortal souls.
They did appear to have some sort of semblance of personalities, which I was thinking there would be souls of some sort, or identities.
If
At
that's
least.
true, every single one of those down there is a person.
And
That means he is too.
And
Yeah.
I was going to give a rather sick look at Telday.
Gifton,
Yes.
that machine, I asked the lieutenant, that machine will shut down all of them. The Warforged in the facility.
Incorrect. It will likely only cease the process.
Yes, it's. I don't think it's going to shut any of them down.
This is no better.
The
than
facility where I
goddamn
was
fuckers in
created
Cuthwaite.
is
All right, come
not
on.
currently in action, thereby unlikely that the machine needs to remain in work.
What is this? Anything like Cuthwaite?
Those fuckers would just won't even look at something and realize it's still a thinking person. It's easier to just say you're not a person because then you don't have to think about the horrible thing that you're doing. And she's just growling to herself as she's running for it, starts walking forward.
I'm going to guess this had to do with the sewer.
Care nods at you and goes, they treated us like we were animals. Right. As you all continue on forward, another sort of 5 minutes of walking past, and this forest does seem very expansive, far more than should be able to fit into the facility itself. But perception checks, everybody.
Is this place bigger on the inside?
We're in the Fae. It doesn't matter.
No, it's actually
Archie,
smaller
my hero.
on the outside.
Thank you,
you're
Archie.
a pro. However,
Hey, I
Corvus,
was close.
as I said, she's going to say, Corvus gets this as well.
Nice.
Carrick, do you actually have that +1?
Yes, the stone is with me.
Okay, then
The
you
stone
will
is
also.
with me. So
Always on?
yep,
Yeah.
as long as I'm carrying it,
Yep.
and it's tuned to me.
So, Carrick, Corvus, and Argy, you all spot this. There seems to be a almost reddish glow coming from some of the trees, like deep past the bushes. Not the same as the alarm lights, but almost like heat. And Argy, from over there, you can hear tiny voices sort of giggling and sound of something metal being fiddled with.
There's something over there. I hear tiny laugh.
All right, I'll go scare him.
Yes.
Is that the machine or something else?
No, could be the machine they're messing with.
Gifton is going to start walking in that direction, but
Yeah,
she's
metal.
going to take one stilted step without looking back and say, "Husband,
Nistia?
please remember that I love you."
What are you?
Gifted knows what she might have to do.
Okay, I love you as well. Right.
Keyword for recovery.
And as you move over towards there, peering past the trees, you can see what looks like to be a facility wall. However, it is glowing white hot in certain places. Seems to be sort of lines and sigils have this white hot glow to them, and then sort of reddening off into the stonework around it. And there is a doorway set into the stonework. And as you all get closer, RG, you can pinpoint the sound of that giggling. It looks like there's a group of pixies just sort of flitting about in front of this door, playing with what looks like to be a pistol. A couple of them are holding it. One of them is trying to sort of, put on the trigger. And then all of you hear this cacophonous gunshot go off. And you see one of these pixies that was in front of this gun fall down. And the rest fall silent, peering down at it before erupting into sort of incredible laughter once again.
I'm
They're
going
like
to.
goblins of the fae.
I'm gonna stalk
Kobolds.
forward towards them, and say in very uncertain terms, "Get out of my way."
And there is a sudden eeping, and that gun clatters to the ground as they all sort of straighten up. And you can see the one that fell to the ground suddenly zoom out of the grass, seeming no worse for wear. And they all sort of peer at you cautiously, starting to fan out. And is that what you do? Okay.
Where's Care?
Goodbye, Care.
Alright, one second. They got what save is that? Is that wisdom?
Yeah, wisdom. DC 14.
Okay.
Oh no. Care, please
Yeah.
succeed at
Alright,
the
this
very
is for the
end of
pixies. Okay. Oh, wow.
Oh,
Two of them
two.
succeed.
Who made it?
And let me open up Care sheet real quick.
Please succeed. You're gonna turn tiny otherwise.
Hey!
Oh, good. All right, so he probably has that feeling of scary wifey.
Yeah, you actually hear Care let out a sort of noise,
I'm gonna glance back at him with concern.
and he just seems
And
to have
I'm mouthing,
stiffened up a
"I
bit.
love you."
Phrasing. And you see four of these pixies just screech and dash off into the woods. The two left glancing at each other before one picks up that pistol and starts dragging it through the grass, trying to catch up with its buddies, the other following along with it.
They're so stupidly adorable.
Absolutely terrifying, but adorable.
I have an emotion for everybody to follow me. Come on, pets.
Okay.
Don't gawk.
Follow behind.
Straight up behind.
Don't gawk at your betters.
This is one of the outer walls of the facility.
This isn't the.
Wait, what?
This right here, and he motions to the glowing wall. The outer walls, they have this warding built into them to stop any magical accidents from breaching.
Yeah.
Well,
Looks like it
is
worked.
it out?
And he looks at the wall, and he looks at the doorway, which seems just like any other door you've seen in the facility, and then past that, the wall that isn't glowing. That's an outer wall, but that's not.
That. I may be guessing here, but that wall is in our world, that wall is in the Fey world. Maybe?
I mean, it's either that or just shit's out of place because it's already done that to us once.
Maybe should we try the door? If it... Oh.
If this is the outer wall, then we're outside of the keep. Where is the room with the device?
Could be right here. We don't know if there's an outer wall or not, Corvus.
It's all messed up. Because we shouldn't be high enough up to be able to be at the outer wall, right?
Well, I mean, there are even underground. There are the outer limits that are awarded, but they shouldn't look like this.
I'm going to frown a bit and go.
Mind over matter, right?
the moment you get outside, you're gonna be okay, right?
He nods slowly.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna walk outside.
Alright, so you open up the door.
Mm-hmm.
And you step back into a hallway. A hallway that, thankfully, you see far down it a set of double steel doors.
Good news, children. We're almost there.
Okay.
I'm gonna offer my hand back to pull anybody else through as I start walking forward.
Care very sort of cautiously walks over, takes your hand, giving you that sort of wide-eyed look.
I told you to remember that I love you.
I love you too very much. Okay, and he'll go on through.
Gonna hop on through on my own. One should not besmirch his lady like that. So
We're gonna be the death of that boy.
no, she is. Oh wait. Oh God, I'm waiting for her to do that with the kids.
Okay.
All right. Big doors, right?
Yep.
Cassie,
Mm.
you think you got this?
Do you want me to open these?
Yeah.
Are you guys heading down towards them?
Yeah.
Yeah. Cass
Okay.
is going to walk to the doors and open the doors.
Well, you'd like to.
Oh, no.
You start heading down the hallway, and you pass by a couple of turnings. Just seeming to be the sort of looping of corridors around this great big central room that you're heading towards. And as you're standing by one of these intersections, another sort of ahead of you, you hear whistling. And the sounds of gunfire once more. A bit of a familiar sight as a panicked guard sort of backs into view, pushing himself back up against the wall to your left, firing a few shots down the hallway. And then his rifle is suddenly grabbed by a hand that comes into view and lifted far up and out of his grasp.
Oh no.
As stepping into view, the figure seems to be male, though exceptionally fair, almost elven in his features. Though his ears are a bit shorter than most elves while still being pointed. His height, however, exceeds most elves by far, towering at nearly 7 foot tall, enhanced by the strange, dainty wooden antlers that protrude from the sides of his temple, jutting up, and a branch from each swooping back and meeting, creating this kind of half-crown or broken halo look.
No.
His hair is almost burnt umber in colour, tied back at the base of his head in a loose ponytail, expansive flow of hair reaching just past his waist. He's clad in a dark, silvery grey robe, sleeveless, showing off softly toned arms. One of said arms holding the guard's rifle, the other reaching out, easily lifting the guard from his feet and hoisting him out by his throat.
Let him go!
The figure's head turning to look down the hallway at you all, as Gifton cries out. His bright yellow eyes seem almost friendly, welcoming, as does the cheeky smile he sports. And then a look of surprise, followed by joy, crosses his face as he lays eyes on Gifton. He casually presses the guard up against the wall, where the guard's choked sounds turn into an agonized scream, cut off as the guard's body suddenly erupts, flesh splitting, and a faint spattering of blood spraying about as within moments, a vaguely guard-shaped mass of thorny, twining branches and rose-like buds are in his place, quickly blossoming into beautiful flowers attached to the wall, one of which the figure plucks free and howls out towards Gifton. "Oh, Titania, my beloved, you finally returned."
I'm gonna look behind me because she might be here.
Well, looking behind you, you see a very pale-looking Raziel.
Very scared Corvus.
Why does everybody look so freaked out back here? Get to the door.
He's in,
He's in front of the door.
he's
Oh,
in front
shit.
of the door. He's on our way.
Shit.
Who the fuck is that?
It's Gabriel.
Oh.
Yes, Toby.
Cass is
No problem.
angry.
Okay.
Cass
No
is very
problem.
angry.
Oh no.
You're very angry.
There's a
It's a fade
sudden
lord.
there's a sudden burst of electricity as she's tearing down the hallway.
Cassie!
You even hear Raziel yell, Cass, no! As you tear off. But with your speed, you're very able to make your way down the hall towards him. And he doesn't seem to be moving. Just watching you curiously as you come towards him. Would you like to attack him?
Cass is going through the door.
You'd have to go past him to get to the door.
It goes you.
How tall
him,
is he?
door.
He's 7 feet tall.
7 something.
7
Yeah,
tall and
he's-
7
He's
feet.
not,
and
not
built
tall
like a
enough you can
big
go
kid.
under his legs, but you're... Yeah.
And
I'm going
he's
fast enough. Can I slide underneath him?
No, you cannot.
God damn
You can
it.
try and barrel through him if you want.
What's that?
You can try and barrel through him if you want.
You can't tumble through another thing's legs.
Actually, Cass will do that. Cass is going to grab him and throw him into the doors.
Okay, so you charge at him. I'll let you have advantage on this check as you're sort of going at full hilt. I need you to make me unarmed attack roll.
Oh shit.
It's your strength.
Plus, think also.
I will
Proficiency?
use the kick
Yeah.
because the kick is an unarmed attack roll. It's the
Okay.
base roll.
Yeah, you hit and you lock your grip on him, and you want to do an athletics check to try and toss him, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm taking him and myself through the door.
Okay, go ahead.
Are you raging, or was
I
that
am
just
currently raging.
flavor?
Right, so you have advantage on this athletics. Okay.
Yeah.
You grab hold of him, your incredibly strong grasp sort of sinking into his flesh a bit, and then you try and heave him, and your entire body halts, impacting into him as he just keeps standing there, looking at you, grasping onto him.
He's probably immune to being knocked down. Oh, that's not
Yeah.
And
good.
he places a hand on your shoulder, Cass,
Oh.
as he looks past you at Gift and goes, "Oh, you've brought me little gifts, my love." And I'm so sorry, Cass.
Oh no.
I need you to make me a DC 30 Constitution saving throw.
Ow!
It's theoretically hittable.
Possible.
And
Cass,
she's probably the
bro.
only person that could hit
It
it.
has a
Remember
chance.
advantage. Remember
Yeah.
advantage.
Yeah, advantage.
Yeah, I have advantage.
What is your bonus, Toby?
7.
Ooh.
30
I don't
is
have it.
impossible.
Yeah. Impossible.
Okay. Alright, roll it anyway because I need to see if you hit the lower threshold.
I mean, there's a bard here, so
Mhm.
technically it's possible.
Yeah.
But
Right.
Let me see. Shit. Can I throw that as a reaction?
if you're talking about bless, no. Actually,
Well,
No.
guy, it'd be bless.
if you're thinking,
I'll give you all a
Bardic
moment to
Inspiration,
look through your shit if you guys want to try and do something.
Bardic technically requires a bonus action on my turn.
So you can't do
Okay.
it.
Yeah, it's not a reactionary.
Okay.
It'll have to be a reaction.
I have
And it'll be bless. It'll be bless.
one maybe that I can do thing that's not smart for me to do it. So I'm probably gonna hard pass because I don't think he's within 30 feet.
Yeah, you're faithless.
No, I can't do that again.
Oh,
I have to
you're
take a
yeah,
short
that's
rest.
right.
No, I could Misty step over and try to intercept, but I don't want to get grabbed by that either. And I know I have to stay alive at least a few more days.
Alright, so no one's got anything.
I have nothing.
Sadly, I'm thinking this would be more reactionary.
Yeah, it would be a reaction thing.
Damn.
Okay. Alright, Cass. Yes.
How far away is Cassiopeia from me right now?
I'd say about 50 feet.
Shit. Yeah, even if I did it, I can't. So never mind. Sorry. If I Misty stepped within range of her, my aura protection goes up, and she'd get +3 to her roll. So, but that wouldn't probably put it close enough to being okay.
Okay.
Sorry.
Cass.
I'm dead.
doubt you're dead. Possible, but I doubt it. He grasps your shoulder and he gives you a soft sort of smile. Goes, it's not nice to do such things to me. And there is a sun-burning sensation in that shoulder he's grasping as you take 40 points of damage. And that left arm of yours essentially erupts with this energy and explodes.
Like,
As in, your left arm is now gone.
boom.
Is it now made of thorns?
There is not made of thorns, but you do see these sort of flowers blooming from where the wound would be. She's not bleeding out.
It's just red roses.
Oh, not just red. Blues, purples, vibrant pinks.
There's now a bouquet in place of your left arm.
And you are tossed back, Cass, about 20 odd feet with just a simple push.
Okay.
And then he just starts to sort of very slowly saunter down the hallway, doing this sort of little tappy dance as he goes, humming to himself. A small smile crossing his face as he keeps his eyes locked on Gifton and starts to sing to her. Only you can make this world seem right. What are your goals doing?
Artie's just gonna lean over and go, is this the point where we run?
Where?
You guys are at another intersection.
I was like, anywhere that isn't here with the big scary fucking 7-foot tall thing that make you turn into a tree? Just a thought.
Allie, how far is it to the next intersection behind him?
Behind him?
Is he?
I'd say, let's see, came from one. Past him is in fact the steel doors. I'd say it's a good 60 feet behind him.
The steel doors are a good 60
No.
feet
The steel
behind.
doors are about 30 feet behind him. The next intersection is about 60 feet behind him.
You said Cassie got thrown back to us?
Yeah, towards you guys, so she's now about 30 feet from you.
Okay.
I am going to glance over my shoulder briefly and mouth the word bait. And then I'm going to start singing Sugar Pie, Honey Bunch. You know that I love you. And I'm going to start backing up a different hallway than everybody else.
Okay.
Someone watched Strange Magic.
All right. Care suddenly looks very alarmed, and
I am handing off Dingus to Care as I do this.
Carrick, you know how to shut down the machine, correct?
Yes.
Do you consent?
Do I consent to what?
Tell him yes and get your ass in gear.
Let us get to the machine and hurry.
Yes, then.
As I'm doing that song that I hate, I love you guys. So where is this? Is this a guiding song? I think it's a guiding song, right? Yeah. I'm doing guiding song on everybody.
okay. All right. So he starts to come towards you, Gifton, and you're going off down the hallway. Cass, he is now stepping past you.
But she can use a hit dice too.
Yeah, you can heal yourself up if you want, Cass.
Okay. Hey, he's next to Cass?
Yeah, he's just sort of sauntering past you, seemingly ignoring that you're there.
Oh, Cass so wants to blast him right now.
Do you?
He's at a very bad angle.
I mean, he's right beside you, so you'd just be hitting the wall behind him if you want to blast him. But do you want to draw his attention?
No, Cass.
Do you want to do it, Tobes?
Actually, yes, Cass would.
Does Cass want to after losing an arm?
Cass is actually kind of gone at the moment.
I will warn you. This is I'm just going to say this out of character. I'm not trying to dissuade you, but I'm saying this is a potentially lethal encounter, and he is not holding back.
Mm-hmm. It's a Fey Lord, of course.
He will kill you.
I'm giving you this out of character. I fully support you doing what you believe.
No chance of stopping him either, which is out of character knowledge.
And it's also a pretty good in-character guess, considering you just saw him turn a guard into a rose bush and then blow off your arm while not even being budged by what you think is one of the strongest charges of your life.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But he's not by the doors.
It's not by the doors.
In fact, he's now moving the opposite direction from the doors.
And he's going by me. Cass is going to get back to her feet and blow by him.
Okay, so you move past him.
I'm going
She's going through the doors.
Before you get far enough, since we have bonus action ability, I am going to cast what is actually a bonus action healing spell.
Very nice.
So have 6 health. Sorry, I can't really do great for you, but
Also, you make sure to spend your hit dice, Toby. You're the only person that's hurt, and you might as well.
What's your cleric level? So he gets the extra.
I'll look, but you need to roll hit dice anyway.
Okay, spend a hit die.
yeah.
I am cleric level 4, so you get 10 hit points.
Right, so you got
you're getting
16,
some back.
16 back total.
And hopefully you made sure that when you subtracted the 40, you used any temporary hit points you still had.
I did.
Cool.
I'm now up to 79 hit points.
Otherwise, I'm definitely going to cast something
That's more hit points than I
by
have.
this name.
Nice.
When we're actually doing the actual action, and I'm going to be grabbing Carrick at that moment.
Okay. Right, so you teleport over to the steel doors.
I would like to teleport through the steel doors.
Let's teleport through the steel doors. Aha. Okay, that's a little trickier. I need you to make me a what would this be? A wisdom saving throw, please. Both you and Carrick. Yep.
Wisdom saving, you said?
Yep.
Very low.
Ooh, unfortunate. Okay, I'll figure out where you guys went in a second.
Okay.
Bye.
I'm sorry.
Oh, teleported in the Fey.
It's not the fact that they're in the Fey, it's the
They
fact that that room
teleport
isn't heavily warded.
Yeah, that too.
Right.
RG's going to, if I can, just kind of squeak past Oberon on the and keep running.
You want to try moving past him?
Yeah, she's not doing anything to try and engage him or anything like that. If you can tell, she tried to slide along the floor at the wall or just straight up at the ceiling.
Well, whichever way you go.
Anything to avoid being within his range,
Yeah.
essentially.
As you go past him, he just gives you a soft, friendly smile as he continues singing. Only you and you alone. Seemingly in this very strange, different song duet with Gifton.
See,
Corvus
when
walks
he does give that
past.
look, she just kind of does the, with both hands kind of up towards her saying, no touchy. Continues running.
Corvus.
And then
deadpan
I'm gonna actually
walks.
swap songs part way and thrill me like you do.
You're my dream come true. My one.
My one
and only you. Care is catching up with the rest of you as Oberon rounds the corner in pursuit of Gifton, looking very disturbed. And Razio actually
Don't worry,
stops,
he's not the only one.
stops at the corner, sort of watching them both go. And you can see his grasp tightening on that little angelic blade of his. Right. Let's see. I'm going to.
Corvus.
When I get partway down the hallway alley and he's like, I don't know, 20 feet into the hallway after me, I am going to start moving forward towards him, and then I am going to face tap past him.
Okay. Yeah. You can do that. He looks a little surprised when you do that. And
I'm gonna give a very mischievous smile when I do something playful.
Oh, you cheeky minx. I've missed you so. Don't worry, I forgive you for what you did.
Oh, you're so kind.
And he just starts to sort of waltz towards you again, turning around.
Yeah, I'm backing up, and I'll keep singing with him.
And the rest of you can hear that song approaching you again as Carrick and Telday appear about 20 feet down the hallway past you guys, seemingly being jettisoned by the stone wall. And you guys are going to take 14 points of damage each.
Archie's gonna get to the door and just kind of throw her shoulder into it.
Okay, you're doing the same, Cass?
Yeah.
Alright,
One shoulder I
Corvus.
still have.
Corvus will, at the scene of the explosion, is there any part of her arm left, or is
There
it all
is
just
not.
gone?
it is gone.
Okay.
There are some weird petals about that seem to be blood red, some fleshy coloured sort of stems.
Kind of need the whole arm. Oh no.
Okay, strength check. I'm guessing, RG, would you like to let Cass have advantage from your help?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, strength check with advantage, Cass. Right, the doors do not even budge. They are large still, seem to have a sort of little lock on each of them, set into the door itself.
We have someone probably, hopefully, with lockpicks with them.
Probably Corvus.
That's what I'm hinting, because mine aren't with me.
Corvus is looking at the pedals at the moment, so we're gonna have to get them.
Cass is going to pull on the doors again.
They don't even rattle.
You aren't through those yet.
Corvus, pick up.
Fine.
I don't know.
Starts picking flowers.
Either pick it or give me them.
Drops the flowers. All right.
You come over to the door and start picking.
Yeah.
Okay.
He is going to call back at Rizal. Do you have a key for this by chance?
I'm afraid not. No.
All right.
All right. Go ahead and give me a sleight of hand with advantage with your thieves' tools.
So sleight of hand or thieves' tools?
Sleight of hand advantage because of the thieves' tools.
Okay.
Very nice. Okay. It takes you a good 20 seconds or so fiddling about in this lock, and Gifton, you round the corner in that time, and all of you can hear this singing getting closer, and this sort of nice rhythmic tapping of Ron's steps as he sort of comes down the hallway outside, and then there's a click and a pop as Corvus unlocks the door.
Wonderful. Go. The other one.
Cass is tossing everyone through the doors.
Right, well, you can open that door on its own, so you don't have to do both. And as you push it open, inside is an immense construct. You could see the very bottom of it poking through the ceiling down below, but this seems to be larger than the room you're in, and that didn't seem like the outside of this area was warped by the Feywild, so this must actually be intentional. The inside of this room is bigger by artifice design, it seems.
Let's get to it.
And there are panels and tubing and strange metal boxes with flashing lights on them scattered throughout this room. And there is this great big box that seems to be a cage surrounding this spinning sphere with all of these rings flashing around it, held together by all manners of pipes and bars.
Oh, I know how to shut it down, so
Then do it.
I'm gonna start working on it.
Okay. You start heading over towards one of the panels that you believe is one of the control panels you were told about. And as you get to it, perception check, please. Okay.
16.
All right. As you step towards it, you do see a form sort of crouched down behind it, seemingly waiting for you to approach. It looks almost goblinoid, although a lot paler, a lot lighter, and seems to be wearing a sort of hooded cloak.
Oh no.
And it is clutching a dagger. Doesn't not seem to know that you've noticed it yet.
Let's see, what language do I have? I'm going to call out in Giant, because I know there's at least one person who understands Giant. We got something over here. It's armed. Doesn't look human.
Where's that? Archie's gonna respond to Giant. Where's that? Behind the thing?
Gonna motion.
Okay, when you motion, the figure seems to start and sneak back behind the console. However, with character motion into it, you'll catch a glimpse of it. This strange little figure. Gifton, you come through the door at this point.
Okay.
Unless you want to keep going down the hallway.
I'm still backing kind of up a bit. I'm getting prepared to Misty step back the other way again, because I can do it like a couple more times. But I'm trying to keep him away from everybody, but I also am not letting him get closer than 10 feet with me.
Okie dokie. Okay. Right. So you're staying outside a bit.
Just a little.
Yeah.
Just a little bit. I'm backing up, but I'm being very coy about it.
Yeah.
So we know the thing's there.
Yeah. You can try and do an identification check if you want.
What kind?
I would like you to roll me a Arcana.
Just Carrick.
Everyone could have seen it if they glanced over when he motioned.
Yeah, I can justify.
I don't know what it is, but I can tell you what it is. It's something that's vulnerable to a punching.
I mean, it might not be. It might be immune to being punched.
Okay. 20 and over. It is a darkling, a small fey creature that is very light sensitive. Although the sort of low red lights of this room do not seem to be bothering it. Quite a lesser fey in the grand scheme of things.
I don't have any lights.
If only I still had my moon-touched saber on me, I might
You could only
use
cast
that.
light.
Yeah, I can.
I figured.
This thing's just skulking around near the.
Hiding behind it seems to be almost guarding the console in its own sneaky way.
Okay, cool. Run, vault the console, and I'm
And you're...
punching them.
Okay, go ahead and give me an attack with advantage. You get some surprise on this.
Okay.
Oh, poor little guy.
I'm declaring off the bat I am not doing damage.
That's the bear. Okay.
I am doing a disarm.
Okay.
I don't know. Removing somebody's
Also,
arm seems pretty painful.
As well after, right after.
I think Cassiopeia just got like Luke Skywalker.
Yeah, no.
that's farther than Luke.
Okay, it fails. You are able to remove its dagger. It lets out a sort of screeching surprise.
And there's the
Con
extra
save
hit
as well.
God save.
Yeah. Mhm. Which it also fails. So it screeches as you take its dagger away and then falls silent as it's stunned.
All right, I am going to look over my shoulder at probably Care and Raziel, because I'm assuming they're the people closest to me.
Yeah.
I'm going to try to give them a reassuring smile, and then I'm going to Misty step back the other way.
Okay, Oberon, who has now sort of rounded the corner and is looking at you. My dear, please. And he sort of waves his...
Oh, come dance with me.
He motions with his hand, sort of just twirling it about, and suddenly the ground beneath your feet starts to shift. The walls of the corridor starting to shift as the entire terrain, the space seems to bend, and you are suddenly standing in a corridor with him that just loops. You're still by the doors, you're still with the party, but there is now just a simple small ring with nowhere to go.
Oh God, it's like the cartoons.
Archer's quickly leaning over console going, please get working on that.
Yeah, I'm gonna start working now that it's stunned and disarmed.
All right. In that case, intelligence check, please, Carrick.
Do I gain anything for having the instructions?
You get... Yeah, I'll give you advantage, yes.
Okay.
Okay.
And actually, just as a note, I believe it's on ability checks, so that would be +1 also.
Okay.
For the luck stone.
There is a safe way and a not safe way to do this. You're given both. You can go through the shutdown procedure, which takes about a minute, or you can do the very quick, very unsafe shutdown, which is a good 10 seconds or so. You disengage a couple of the safeties on the console, and then you pull the power lines.
Because I would have asked, do they know what happened? What could happen with the unsafe?
It can short out the machinery and just damage it beyond repair, which you're not concerned about, or it can cause a cascade feedback and blow half the facility.
Look over at RG. Do I do it quick and unsafe and risk blowing this place up, or do it safe and take a minute?
I don't think we got a minute.
Okay. If we die, we die.
Actually, can I hear them talking?
Yeah.
Gibson changes her tune briefly from the tune she's singing at her dearest beloved, apparently. And RG, you hear Gifton singing right by your side, no matter what.
No matter what.
Agreeing with the decision.
Right.
Okay. I'm like, I am not sure what that actually means.
Actually, that was I will run this as long as I can. So take your time.
Did you say there was a weird orb thing?
That's the machine.
Yeah, by weird orb thing, I mean like a 50-foot wide metal apparatus.
RG's taking it the way I did it originally, which is the
Blow it up.
Okay, nice.
Okay.
That was fair because I misinterpreted it to begin with.
Yep.
Yep, that's fair.
Okay. You don't have an insight, I take it.
I mean, I could roll insight, but I figure her just trying to figure it,
Figure it out.
and my saves, my bonus on it's the same.
Okay.
Yep.
That's what I was saying, because I'm like, that just
It's a
really
4.
would be insight more. Okay. So I guess I'm shorting.
Through whatever you've been.
Okay, right.
Through
So
whatever
you
you'll
throw a
be.
couple of switches.
Through whatever you lose.
You
will
you might want to direct someone to try and get some of the power cables on the other side of this, because there are a few around the edge of it. In fact, you could probably get most of the party to help with this if you wanted to direct them.
I'm gonna start shouting orders of people go here, people go there. No, James, don't touch that.
Cass is
Oh,
trying.
Cass, when we're in this room, he's going to give you this. Sorry, I forgot to mention it.
Nice. Cass has got even more hit points back.
Right. Okay, so character directs it all to these very. When I say power cables, these are very big power cables. These are like you lift them up with your arms.
Big bugger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And each one of you, please give me a strength check.
I'm going to need some
Athletics.
help with
Be
my...
nice.
Same for me either way.
Ah, crap.
We get that +1 roll off, so.
I've got to do a strength check.
Nice Corvus! Well done.
Oh, my athletics
You know-
+4.
Oh.
Right, Carrick, do you have that +1?
Yeah, like I said, the
Thank
stone
God.
is just- yeah, that stone is probably never going to leave this character ever.
Right. So you all manage to yank these at the same time.
Oh, I didn't do that. I wasn't in that. Never mind.
No. You all manage to yank
take
these
that.
at the same time. And
I thought I was involved.
no, it can be if you
You're
want.
involved in a different. You're
It
involved.
was-
No, I'm not. No, I'm doing something else right
Yeah.
now.
In that case,
You're doing
I
different
need to roll
athletic.
for one extra, which Care and Raziel are both going to go on. I'm going to have Raziel roll this. Because
You got higher stats.
Advantage?
he does get advantage because Care helping him. Thank God.
Yay.
Right.
Well, you got to roll twice, right?
Oh yes, that's right.
You had advantage.
So he's good.
There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. So you all managed to yank these in unison, which is very, very good. uh, and there is a sudden, ever so loud, the sound of an electrical short.
Yeah.
Yeah. Imagine that, but cacophonous and almost deafening. like thunder shorting out.
Arc.
As
Electrical arc.
I need all of you to make me a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, and I'm far away from everybody.
Yeah,
so
don't
good
worry,
luck.
you don't have to do this.
Oh, okay, I'm fine then. Never mind.
Right,
Okay.
and let me roll
Oh, Cass.
for razzle dazzles.
I would like to say that I given bardic
And,
inspiration
I'm
to
the
cast, but I'm not sure I can.
I'm actually thinking. Oh no, actually.
and
yes.
care
I just rolled the worst.
does not get advantage. Alright,
Oh no,
So-
care.
Cass, Carrick, and Care, you are blown back from this machine as a wave of electrical energy sort of surges out of it. The rest of you ducking down beneath it. Care really wishes he was not tall right now. And you all take 3d6 lightning damage, which you might halve, Cass. I don't remember.
Yeah, she does.
I
Lightning.
don't know if I do right now because my rage would have expired.
It's true.
Oh,
Is it tied to your rage?
I thought it.
My magical aura's up when I rage. Going down, reading more.
Which one are you against?
No, actually, I am resistant.
Alright, so you
Yeah.
go ahead and halve that. Alright. Okay, but you are stunned for a moment. But beyond that, double damage, otherwise unharmed. Gifton, you see Oberon pause, sort of glancing around himself as the corridor suddenly snaps back to its rightful shape. You can see that sort of flickering of that fey bordering starting to recede. What was now once encompassing the entire facility, drawing back.
I'm gonna stop backing up and do a shy little wave. Bye bye.
We'll meet again. Don't know where. He says as he steps back, his form fading out. As he gives you a smile and a wave.
I'm giving you a smile and a wave.
And suddenly, everything feels far more normal than it once did.
I'm just gonna go collapse in the hallway.
Archie's gonna go jogging out into the because yeah, everyone in the room looks. There's medics in the room.
Is the bunny okay?
The bunny, Carrick, you fell down. Suddenly there is a soldier sort of sitting on your chest, looking very bewildered.
Does he have clothing on still?
He does.
Why did
Yeah,
you say it
you
first?
should morph
Polymarker.
it,
Get off me.
Coming out the
I'm
hallway,
sorry.
looking the direction of where the guard that got mushed into the wall was. I'm assuming there's just a blood smear.
Which guard mushed into the wall?
The
The
thorn.
one that was
The
turned.
rose
The one
bush.
that-
Oh, the one out in the corridor?
Pushed into the wall.
No, there are still thorns embedded in that wall.
Actually,
Is Cass's
Just one
arm still flowers, or is it,
It
now
is still
stuff?
it is still got flowers on it.
Okay, good. It's not bleeding out.
I mean, I don't think it was bleeding out to begin with.
Well,
No,
it's
there's just no
Feywild.
arm.
There's just
It's
no
already-
arm.
yeah, he was worried that it would.
Flowers would go when he'd stop. Yeah.
Blood.
Oh
Yeah.
God! Now I'm thinking of the Cloverfield paradox.
yeah.
Oh, why would you do this to me, Allie? At least it was one of the better actors on that one.
And Telday,
Yes.
with that snap, things feel settled in your mind. Those memories are no longer rushing about and raging, but they are there. You can remember someone you was. It feels disconnected, but they're yours. And Gifton,
Yeah.
stepping out from around the corridor, or seeming with those last sort of glimmers of fate energy about her, you see Titania once more. Her form
I'm
looks a lot more solid.
I'm gonna rush over to her. Hey,
Hello.
I think we got it turned off. I think it might be okay now.
It will stop. there are still those that will need help.
Yeah, well, we're gonna go back. We're gonna see what we can
Some
figure
angry
out.
Faye in the background.
And
Angry dog.
She actually takes your hand into hers, and you can feel her very solidly. They're going to need you.
Buster, knock it off.
Since I'm out in the hallway, am I just witnessing her talking to nobody?
No, you can see a figure there.
Listen, there's somebody that really needs to see you.
And she tilts her head at you.
Do you remember Raziel?
Raziel. And her gaze looks distant for a moment. She just slowly shakes her head.
He remembers you. He's helping.
Oh. And is he helping you?
Yeah.
And he's a friend. And you?
Yeah, he is.
You're going to help them?
Of course.
They're going to need someone to bring hope into their lives now that they've been torn away. They'll be lost and disjointed, but they need a guiding light.
We'll find a way to help them.
That metal man of yours might be of use as well.
Yeah, I think he will. He's a good man.
But you promise me you'll do this?
Of course. For as long as I'm able.
Good. And she's going to pull you into a hug against her. And she plants a sort of kiss on your forehead. And you hear her whispering to your ear. I'm sorry for the burden I put on you. But the world needs hope. The world needs light. And you can carry it on better than I can. And as she gives you a soft squeeze, there is suddenly a very familiar sight. That golden dissipation when a Fae dies.
Gifton lets out a sharp, pained noise.
And as you let out that noise, that mist enveloping you, surrounding you, these little twinkling motes of light, suddenly surge into you. And you feel a rush of energy. And then a very, very uncomfortable feeling as your back is suddenly burning. It's like your shoulder blades.
I'm probably howling in pain right now and grief. So, yeah. Going down to the knees.
Raziel and Care, hearing this, will both try and run out of the room.
Yeah, I'm joining.
Standing in the hallway kind of watching that is running over.
And Gifton, your outfit is magical, right?
Yeah.
Right, so you feel the fabric shifting on your back because it's desperately trying to reform. And RG and anyone else running out, you see a pair of wings suddenly erupt from Gifton's back, feathery and growing to a immense size, flaring out, filling the hallway very awkwardly for a moment.
All right, lots of pain noises. Ow, 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 ow. Make it stop, make it stop, make it stop, make it stop, make it stop.
Yeah, Care yelling your name as he runs over to you, sort of, skinning to his knees as he puts his arms around you. Oh my god, what's happening?
Make it stop, make it stop.
And as quickly as it comes, that pain sort of fades. Although there is now a heavy weight on your back.
Oh, a heavy weight. Nice. Dick moves, I tell you. Dick move.
She's gonna go, hey, Gifton, I think you can fly now.
I'm gonna scowl at you because I'm not gonna bother looking at anything about this right now. And go, brownies don't fly.
I mean, congratulations, you're one of a kind again, then.
Care is giving you a concerned look, but you can also see his eyes glancing behind you, Gifton. Wide-eyed.
I'm looking at Kara and I'm like, what's the matter? Did you see her?
See who? No,
Sonny was just here.
You've got wings.
I do. I'm gonna look back, and then I'm gonna make a shocked, scared noise, and then indignant feathers. this isn't what I'm supposed. No.
Archie's gonna call over from the other side of me. Told you.
How do I get rid of him?
Raziel sort of steps forward slowly, staring at your wings, actually reaching a hand out to, like, try, almost if he wants to touch.
Yeah, I'll let him touch.
And he brushes a hand against them before drawing it back and goes, "You just have to will them away.
Are they gossamer or feather?
They are feather."
All right, well, I will try doing that thing.
Okay, so you try and focus, will them away.
Yeah.
Alright, you sit there, sort of eyes shut, trying to focus, trying to go, okay, go away, wings, go away. And
they
they
gone?
stay put. You hear Raziel going, "Not quite." You can see Care shaking his head.
Okay, what if, and I'm going to take the ring off, because I'm still human sized right now.
Yep, that's the hallway fitting.
Unfortunately, you keep the same size wings, but shrink.
Yeah,
And
okay.
Over.
as you shrink down to your usual size, Care actually sort of scoops you up very protectively, and he holds you up to eye level, and just slowly shakes his head again. And yep, you can feel them still there.
I hate going to towns.
Yep.
Every time we go to a new town.
Carrot's finally gonna make his way out.
Yeah, you come on out, and the two pseudo dragons perched on Care's shoulders are looking at you very curiously, Gifton. And Dingus is sort of filling your head with concerned thoughts of wings got stuck on. Where wings come from? Bird hip
I think I
Gifton.
might be. I'm gonna walk her. I'm gonna climb up Care and go pat Dingus. I'm just gonna side to Dingus. I think I might be part chicken.
Dingus, that means
Dingus's gears are turning in his head, and then you just get the one reply of egg.
egg.
I'm gonna pat him and I'm gonna climb up into the saddle and I go. We got some things.
So I'm not the only one now.
Yes, are all of you going to be growing wings?
Unlikely.
I mean,
God, I hope.
Are you okay, Gifton? Raziel sort of walks on over to Care. Are you alright?
I need to go make sure those guys down the hole are okay. You guys. Oh gosh, Cass. Oh gosh, Cass, he did that. Oh no, Cass.
Corvus is with Cass at the moment in probably the room with the device. Cass.
Tell Day I promised you we'll go back to them right away. I'm gonna give a kind of a sad look over Raziel and look at Carrot and Carrot can go. We gotta go help those poor people.
Raziel is going to look over at you, and then you see him just sort of flex his fingers briefly, and you see a golden glow. Or he nods and goes, "Right, let's go help then." Cassie, are you okay?
Cass has just kind of got this weird, bewildered look on her face, like, I think I am.
Cass.
Well, you're certainly all right.
I know you're the medicine man, Corvus, but perhaps you'll let me take care of this.
I mean, could you regrow her arm? I mean, I can do something about it. It'll take time, though.
Raziel moves over to Cass, and he just reaches out, puts a hand on your shoulder, and you can feel that surge of celestial energy coming into you. And, well, it heals you fully. If you were missing any hit points still, your arm does not regrow. and he looks mildly surprised by that.
A higher power.
Right.
Okay. Cass, can you sit down, please? You're a little bit tall. Actually, Corvus is the same height as Cass, isn't he?
Roughly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, never mind. Don't punch me or kick me or whatever. But
Cass is flailing his shoulder without the arm in his general direction.
yes, I realize that.
Cass looks over at Raziel. I can't hit him.
Yes,
Use the other arm.
quite the inconvenience. I'm sorry,
Use
I
the
don't
other
seem to be
arm.
able to fix this.
Don't.
Cass is trying to wave with the bad arm, kind of doing the don't worry about it, you tried.
Wait, which arm was grabbed, by the way?
The left one.
Left.
That's why
left-handed
the
or
joke about being
right-handed?
all right.
She's left-handed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, she's all right now.
Oh, that's gonna suck for a while.
Yep. I leave her in your care, Corvus. Just stay put. The facility is going to be active.
We aren't going anywhere unless Cass wants to go somewhere, but I will say no.
Right,
I think Gifton wants to go back to the Warforged.
yes.
Cass is going to
Go,
give,
I have.
Cass
I
is
am-
giving Corvus a grin, going, no.
I mean, you're fine, but you're not. You're missing an arm. It's going to hit you eventually. I mean, people lose their leg and they freak out after a moment or two. I've seen it happen to the garrison.
I'm adjusting my cloak over to a heavy winter cloak and trying to hide my wings under it. And I don't seem like I want to look at them very much right now.
Yeah, unfortunately, hiding them is very, very difficult.
It is very hard, but I'm trying.
Yeah.
But you're also small now.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm also small now, so.
And Raziel sort of comes on out, side care, as you'll perch on him. Right, just go see what we can do. Is anyone else coming along?
Cass is
come
moving along.
Cass,
Worst
You all
patient.
going?
It might be easier
Please.
to do this once everyone's out, Corvus.
then let's. I can't do anything for those warforges. They don't have any biological components.
There might be other harmed
Use your-
people here.
There might be a lot of hurt guards. Come on, let's go look.
All right. Cass, don't do any strenuous activity and don't freak out.
Carrick, or
Yes.
Corvus, I gave you the sending stone. Check to see if that scientician's okay.
Lieutenant, I forgot your bloody
Sad.
name. Sad.
Sad.
I'm
Are you
sad.
alright?
Hello, my name is
Fine.
I'm fine. You turned off the machine? Things seem to have calmed down a little bit down here. They're still waiting, but
That's way over 25.
yeah, and then it stops.
He's fine.
You can't reply?
No,
Yeah,
I
you
don't
already
know.
stopped.
He's talking to us.
Okay.
He's fine. The Warforged are still whirling about, so you guys go tend to that. I'll see about the rest of the gods here. Cass, please, for the sake of everything, don't do anything rash right now. Please.
Go find another Phalor to punch with your other arm. Then we can pretend you're like a real horse, just neck.
Oh, that's terrible. Hey, she kicked the living shit out of him. It was great. He just cheats and won't let you shove.
Yeah, that was a very good hit, Cass. Just
That was an
unfortunately,
amazing hit.
No, it was that
You
moment
just-
of like,
you just
yes,
hit-
I have won. Oh shit, no.
Hit a wall.
Yeah.
That's what
That
you
was
did.
an unstoppable force met an immovable object, and you lost an arm because of it.
In reality said, fuck this noise.
Yes.
Nope.
right. So,
That's pretty.
right, Corvus, you're going to start looking around the facility for injured people.
Yeah.
You find a lot.
Yeah.
There
Something that.
there are guardsmen that just seem to be torn up. Some that seem disorientated. They're stuck in places they shouldn't be.
If any of them have roses coming out of their mouths, he's just walking away.
Unfortunately, you do find quite a few that do seem to have
Yeah.
been transformed like this. And do you examine any of them?
I would, yeah.
Okay, give me both a perception check at advantage and then a medicine roll.
Advantage
Mhm.
for perception.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
What's your passive?
15.
Okay. You see amongst all of these thorns and bushes, there are still like bits of flesh and feature and so on. And with that medicine check, you sort of feel around, and on a couple of them, you can feel pulses.
No, that's not good. It's good, but it's not bad.
They're still people.
They're people, but they're bush. Okay. The ones that have pulses, are they adhered to the stone or are they separated?
Some are adhered to the wall. Seems that he favoured pushing people up against them. The ones that aren't up against walls do seem to be rooted to the ground.
This is not good.
Get your gardener's kits out.
In the ones that are they entirely plant? There's nothing.
Let's do this with the first one you come across.
Okay.
He just from sort of a distant glance, a few feet away, it does look like just a mass of thorns and and branches and so on. It's finds it looks like a rosebush, just a very oddly shaped one. But if you do peer in closer, there is flesh in there. There is bone in there. It is not in it doesn't look like this is coming out of skin. It looks like it is melded in.
Can you hear me?
In that
You're in
mass,
a real fucked way, mate.
you can see a eye sort of desperately flickering about.
Okay. You're alive, which is good. I won't
That eye
sugarcoat
clenches
it.
shut
Hello?
and opens again.
Okay, good. This is gonna take a lot more than just. No, this is good. I don't understand. Okay. I'm don't know what to do at the moment, but I'll figure something out. Okay.
It seems to be blinking at you frantically, very much clenching that eye shut.
I don't want to hurt you because I imagine this is part of you now. This is what you are. I don't want to cut you out or anything. Can you move something? Can you shift? I mean, does it look like he has a semblance of an arm?
It looks like there is a vaguely armed shape, but it is mostly
Twisted
branches and such. Yeah.
This is really a poor fucker out of his misery.
Oh, poor son of a bitch.
There might be something he's trying to communicate.
It might be kill me.
In fact, Corvus, give me an insight check. He's trying to communicate.
He's watching, yeah.
But at the same time, Corvus, think of the medical applications.
He seems to be in a insane amount of pain, and you can only figure that desperate blinking when can you feel all that stuff?
Yeah,
That it's not happy.
Yeah. He's going to start ruffling through his bag to see if he has anything.
Get some weed killer. Hate to say it, but light him on fire.
Well, that would be horrible.
Yeah, that's good. The thing that is alive still, just make it so it dies from fire.
It's in constant horrifying pain right now. It's
At least that pain would make it over.
Fire gonna make that war better.
But it would be finite.
Fire would end it.
Yeah.
It would end. And you'd know that you'd be properly doing it. You might stab it and just injure him further.
Yeah.
I hate to say
Corvus
it.
is-
Fire is actually the kindest thing. In
Corvus
this
is
instance.
going.
Cast blight.
I can't cast blight.
He has it, and he's going to start making alchemist fire.
Okay. All right, you start making this, and eventually you were able to be able to get it done.
And he's going to see how many he has, because there's probably going to be a lot of these.
How much do you have reagent wise?
I only have 3.
3. Okay. All right,
Three uses.
right, so
Or
you,
3 reagent
okay.
doses.
So
I don't know.
you make these up, and you can see that sort of eye watching you work, and you finish up. Do you tell him what it is? Marcus?
He's going to shut his eye, his eyes, and I'm sorry, but I can't help you as it is, but this will end it.
That tearful eye just very slowly blinks.
I am sorry. I do not know what to do other than this. And he's going to pop the cork and dunk the alchemist fire.
Okay. There is no screaming, there's no noise. You see that eye clenched shut. But thankfully, the fire very rapidly takes hold. And after a couple of minutes, there is but smouldering branches and twigs that are turning to ash as the fire consumes them.
Corvus
This
is
one of our
going.
darkest game nights yet, by the way.
Corvus is going to find a conscious guard, one who is maybe just confused.
You free a
Just-
guard from what looks to be like a weapons locker.
Yeah. Do you have any fire pots or any other alchemical reagents to make alchemical fire?
Not personally, but I can try and find one of the artificers.
Please
Quick,
do.
get the flamethrower.
Right, and he rushes off, and eventually he comes back with 2 people that aren't quite in military uniforms. They're in very proper clothing. Looks like the equivalent of lab coats.
This is my flamen with a worst flamen.
And you requested us, but there's a lot for us to do.
There's more for you to do, but this needs to be done now. The ones that are the plants around here, they are still living and they are people. The only way you can help them at the moment, unfortunately, is to burn them.
They glance at each other, and go ahead, give me.
If you don't have the stomach for it, just give it to me and I'll take care of it.
We'll seek them out.
I have 2 more, but just comfort them if you can, talk to them, and then acknowledge that this will end it.
If you wouldn't
I
mind,
imagine.
one of them actually holds his hands out for the flask he's still got. Amen.
All right. I will take care of the ones that are not like this. Just do it as humanely as you can, at least.
Of course. Right. And they take the flask from you, and you see them sort of set off searching.
Corvus has a moment to think in the hallway before proceeding.
Okay. Thankfully, the other things you find are far more easy to treat. There are some gunshot wounds. Someone claims that there were these little balls of light trying to shoot him with a pistol. You find
I
someone
wouldn't know what that was like.
who is rather horrendously impaled on some swords, but he is savable and treatable. And it is
Are
other.
they banana swords?
They are not banana swords, no.
Were
Yes.
they fruit at some point?
Did he eat them? And
Which, by the way,
came
Cass, you
back
took some of
and-
the fruit swords with you, right? You took a fruit sword? Cass
Yes,
isn't
you did
here.
have a fruit sword
Disgusting.
and a fruit shield.
Yeah.
Yes, you did. Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you there, Tobes?
Yeah.
Yeah, they've returned to normal. You've got an actual sword and shield
but-
on you now.
The guy probably ate them and then. Oh god.
So the group heading back down towards the Warforged. It's thankfully far less disorientating trip down the stairs, and you're able to easily make your way back. Do you actually try to go to a lower level to gain proper access, or do you want to rappel down again?
What seems to be quickest?
Probably rappelling down.
I'm gonna fly Dingus
Um,
down.
Gonna
Yeah.
repel.
I am on the way
Jumping.
on the stairway down. I'm basically gonna go. Oh, sorry guys for doing the Fae thing again.
Why are you apologizing?
You got us
Because
past
I
stuff.
hate it. Okay, I hate it.
We understand, but it got us past some things.
We all play our parts. We do what we need to.
Carrick just kind of looks at Gifted straight up and goes, I'll be mind controlled against you. Kept that from happening.
Shouldn't have to keep that from happening.
Yeah, I know.
Care is actually going to take you on Dingus off of his shoulder, set you down, as well as Dazzle, and then he's actually going to take his own ring off and get up on Dazzle. You shouldn't apologise, dear. You did what you needed to do.
I got that did. All right. Well, let's see what we can figure out. She wants us to help them.
I believe what is fighting a couple things in there at least.
Yeah.
So you head back to the control room, where you actually see there are a couple of soldiers now with the Lieutenant Sad. It was Sard, but it's Sad now.
I'm really just imagining the
Is your
exact
son
title of being
sad?
Lieutenant, comma, sad. He's just a comment that he has many people with him. That's unfortunate.
And as you come on in, he glances over at you, and he suddenly looks a little hesitant. Guys, we have this under control, folks.
Going to approach him, and the arm blade is going to come out.
Oh, whoa! The other two soldiers actually sort of ready their weapons a bit as he backs up against one of those destroyed consoles. What? Stand down.
This man should be arrested or killed for crimes.
Crimes? I didn't commit any crimes.
Numerous crimes.
What?
They are all below
That's
and in here.
not my fault. I didn't.
All of it is.
I
don't think he's the one that made him.
I didn't design you. I just ran the packet program here. That's it.
You
Every
were
one
a
of
part
those
of the
down
program.
there is a person. You have been ripping my people from the Fae and jamming them into those machines.
I didn't know.
Lack of knowledge is not an excuse for crimes.
No, but it does temper the punishment.
And as it was
They are to be protected. I will make sure that they are going to be okay. They are not property.
and Razio was actually going to come up beside you, Telday, and place a hand on your shoulder and goes, "I'll see to it. Whoever's responsible receives a fitting punishment."
Also, ensure that you know the number of casualties that have been caused by this incident.
Of course, I'm sure there will be a full report soon.
Come on, Tilde. We need to help take care of your fellows.
General,
Yes.
sometime before we leave, I think I need to talk to you in private.
Of course. You too. He actually motions to the soldiers. Take Lieutenant Sard into safe confinement, please. And they nod, and they actually, firmly but not roughly take hold of Sard, and they take him away. Right, let's get down there
You're
then.
gonna be all right, General
Yep.
Rosell?
If Corvus is doing his rounds, every ash pile he's taking account of for his own.
Okay, we'll come back to that in a second, Corvus.
Yeah.
And Razia will nod at you, Gifton. Carrick, if you stay up here with me for a moment, then.
Yes, sir.
And he actually walks over to the edge of the observation gaping hole and glanced down, and you can all see there are, in fact, a few soldiers sort of lining the room down there, seemingly keeping a cautious watch on the Warforged, where most of the screaming has stopped, but you just see huddled, despondent forms. And he shuts down. Right, you all know who I am? And you see the soldiers glance up. There's a few nods in response. Right, folks that are coming down, they'll be dealing with these. You are to follow their orders. You are to let them do what they please under my authority. Understood? And there are a few replies of yes, sir. Or he gives you a nod, Gifton.
I will nod to him respectfully. And I'll start writing Dingus down. I'm assuming everybody else is coming by a rope.
Yeah, Care's following you down on Dazzle. Who else is going down?
I'm jumping.
I am not.
What about you, Cass?
Artie's just like,
Cass is going to follow down.
Okay. I'm afraid I am going to have you make a check at disadvantage.
rope.
Rope arm.
Actually,
Arm.
as Cassie's about to go,
Mhm.
Telde will actually put a hand on her full length arm, shoulder.
Yep. The right,
right
one,
one.
not the wrong one.
Yep. Thank you for making. And hand her a feather token. Use this instead.
Or in case.
Cass is looking at him and then going down.
Okay.
Nice.
You've still managed to make it. It's a little awkward. You're holding onto this rope with one arm, but you do sort of good twining on it, and you get yourself down.
Yeah, Cass isn't that bad off. She's only
My God, I'm gonna have to get a new freaking piece of art out of Cass without an arm now. God damn it.
Cass is only down 17% of her total limbs. She's fine.
The fact that you calculated it upsets me.
Well, you see, what we can do to get you up to peak efficiency for swinging weapons is we amputate one of the lower ones and attach it up there. And then put tape on the end of it so you can two-hand the sword again.
Then she's gonna start wobbling. You know, like
Wait, how is that 17?
We take one of the back ones
You've
and
got to
move it
round
to
up the
the middle.
16.66, whatever.
Yeah.
Okay.
We take one of the back ones and move it in the middle. She goes a tripod. It's fine.
All right, we're going down.
Is that 1/8? Is that low?
8?
No,
One
it's
sixth.
not 1/8.
1/6.
It's 1/6. If it's 1/8,
head,
it'd be 13%.
head and tail is 1 too.
Do they count as limbs?
Yeah.
head
Yep.
is
Yep.
not a limb.
And a tail.
Tail is.
I'm
Tail
considering
technically is.
usable limbs, extremities.
Tail's definitely a limb. All right. Well, I'm gonna get down there.
Yeah,
So
arm
everybody else is
leg.
coming.
Right. Okay,
Carrick,
so
Carrick, you can talk.
you're going down
Staying up.
Tilde?
Yeah, you're gonna.
Yeah, I'll have to go down.
Okay. Go ahead and give me your check too, unless you just want to hop down with a feather token.
Yeah, I'm gonna hop down with the feather token.
Okay. Popping these things like
Coward.
candy.
Hey, they're worth it.
Right.
I don't
Already
worry
worth the
about
weight
it.
in feathers.
Carrick, you are left alone with Raziel.
So, sir, remember me mentioning my dreams?
Yes.
And the Morgani priestess in Dolwood?
Yeah.
It's happened again.
Again?
Here.
What, the dream?
No. Another missing priest. Priest of Morgani disappeared after having dreams again. I guess his daughter reported it and hasn't heard anything back. I told her I'd look into it. I did find this, and I'm going to show the drawing of the constellation.
This is Morgani's eye.
That was carved into the underside of the altar.
Well, if she's reported it, I'll make sure that's pushed up higher. I'll see into that. If you can continue looking.
Is there any way, if there's been any information found, that I could get it?
I'll get it to you.
Thank you, sir.
This constellation, it's actually associated with a place as well. To gather beneath Morgani's eye. It's a place in Hexenreich.
Corvus wants to go there. I guess this also comes into this. Is that constellation have anything to do with the keys also?
He shakes his head.
At least that part's something.
If you wish to see the constellation yourself, you can see it any night. It's you do stargazing?
Not really, but hasn't stopped me from learning stuff before.
Well, go down to the docks, ask any of the sailors to try and point it out to you. They'll be able to find it.
Okay. I'll do that. Thank you, sir.
And I promise I will look into this.
Thank you, sir.
He nods, and are you going to be joining him?
Yes, I just wanted to make sure you know that it was continuing to happen. I don't know how far it's gonna go.
Yeah, it's concerning. But I need to go and start sorting this mess out.
I understand, sir. Thank you for looking into it.
And he gives you a little nod and then starts heading out.
I'm gonna climb down because I don't. Yeah, we'll climb for now. We'll see how bad I fell.
Hey, you're fine. You get down the rope just fine.
I have backup.
It's only a DC
now,
10.
So, even if I failed, I had spells. So.
Yeah. All right. Once down there, what exactly are you going to do, Gifton and Co?
I'm gonna basically look over at Tilde and go, maybe talk to them. I'll try and she looks like she's mulling something over, but she looks like she's laughing at herself for the idea a little bit. Tilde, or what was it? Care?
You look like you think about something.
Just thinking about what they are, what we are, what helps.
Follow your gut, I guess. You know how to help people.
Yeah. Tilde.
Yes.
Join me,
Of course.
and I will start to sing.
Okay.
I'm going to try and sing something reassuring.
Okay. And you're going to accompany Tilde?
Yes.
I'm going to accompany Tilde.
Oh no.
I'm addressing Tilde. He's going to accompany Tilde. Company.
Yes. I will accompany her.
All right.
All right. Both of you give me performance checks at advantage, please.
Just when you think hope is lost, giving up, it's all you got.
It appears that her morale is a bit lower.
Yeah. Yeah.
Taude was preparing for a very upbeat one.
If
Yeah.
they're singing,
I was vaguely hoping it was. Oh, I thought to be an Oscar Mayer week.
No.
You're gonna
I was
join
thinking
in, Carrick?
Yeah, if they're singing when I get down, I'm gonna start. But I'm not taking advantage because I'm not singing loud enough probably to be heard by most people. So
Mhm.
Very nice. They're all done.
Nice.
Anyone else joining
Nice.
RG will try. I don't think I can performance. So.
in? You can use performance.
Well, I say I don't think I get advantage on it.
No. Oh, RG.
Oh. Oh.
Yeah.
Come on, Cassie. Join in.
You're gonna join in, Cass?
Cass really doesn't feel like it, but she will.
Yeah, you really don't feel like it.
Doesn't.
So you can hear a faint tapping as he's trying to do rhythm from Cassie's horseshoes, and Hardy sort of half-heartedly trying to join in, but Carrick's voice sort of carries the tone forward with Gifted and Tell Day, and some of those subs stop, and you see a whole lot of heads turning to look at you, Gifted and Tell Day, and even Care is going to try.
Ooh,
Come on. Oh, Care.
Yeah, it's not very good. You know, Care's
good boy.
going to use his inspiration.
Is he? Wow.
Well, he
Yeah, it's
got to
not very
double
good.
digits.
Yeah. He got a 10. He was passable. That was all
No,
that
I'm afraid he
matters.
got the 6,
You got the
Oh,
six. So you
yeah.
You don't
reroll.
like how the reroll.
Oh.
man.
Oh, okay.
which not a reroll, but James cheating a bit.
Yeah. All right. Well, yeah, she'll sing and she'll just kind of sit there, be with them for
And
whatever. And
after about a minute or two of singing, these faces just staring at you, you hear a strange chorus starting to pick up amongst the Warforged. These mechanical sounding voices bringing up this hum as if joining in, and it seems almost natural for all of them. And soon enough, there is a. You know how choirs and orchestras can be almost deafening when the acoustics are right in a chamber?
Mhm.
Yeah, it is loud. The room sort of seeming to reverberate with the noise.
Gibson's gonna give kind of a smile to Care. Goes, yeah, gut feelings are pretty good, I guess.
Can we switch servers real quick? I keep getting disconnected.
1 second.
Okay.
oh no, the Transformers took over.
Server.
No,
We are going. Go west. Is that any better?
Yeah,
Hopefully.
it's just everyone just stops, and
Oh.
I have to disconnect and reconnect.
Okay,
Oh,
we are now in the west. So
we are in the west now.
tell us if it happens again.
Mhm.
Yep.
Well, I'll have to kind of disconnect.
Yeah.
and reconnect to
See,
let you know.
we don't know when you go in and out because if you're running a streaming recording thing, it auto turns off the Discord sound. So I didn't know that you were disconnecting this whole time. But yeah, I'm just gonna sing with them for a bit and just try and do different kind of semi-hopeful songs and just just kind of be there to talk to them. Gibson's not trying to rush anything. She
Yeah.
doesn't think this is something you can rush.
And well, once the song ends, they still seem despondent and lost. It's no longer that sort of desperation. It's a sort of sullen sadness. And you're able to actually start talking with them, Telde, as well, if you want to.
Gifton,
Yeah.
the way that you make yourself louder,
Yeah.
is it only yourself?
Good question. 1 second. Let me think about this. Yes, it's only myself. I had to check. I had to really think hard about that. It says specifically you.
We may need to talk to them and explain the situation and what will be happening. It will be inefficient to attempt to do so one by one.
I'm gonna out of character. If you have minor illusion, you can do the same thing.
Okay, well, I'm not sure what to say. You seem like you've got a better handle of what happened to you. If you tell me what to say, I'll say it. So you talk and I'll echo you?
I do not know what to say.
I honestly think they need to be talked to one-on-one. All of them are different people. And how do we even know how many there are? I mean, we know how many are right here, but what about the rest of them?
There's 100 in the facility.
There were 7 in my grouping, 2 of which were retired.
Wait, those communicator thingies, you're connected to all of them, right?
No,
That they had like the walkie-talkies that they can all talk?
I am not connected.
Oh.
I think the 100 were.
Shit. Frack, I have no idea. Thaumaturgy. Okay. Hey, does anybody have the control thing that makes these guys get a radio signal to every single one of them?
The Warforged do not seem startled by this. However, the guards jump visibly.
Yeah.
And one of them sort of hurries towards you. Ma'am?
Do you have the control thingy that they have? They all have built-in walkie-talkie. It's the communication-y things. How do you send commands to them?
I don't know, but I can go find out.
Well, run.
Yes, ma'am.
Run quickly.
And
run quickly.
he hurries out of the room.
I'll be louder next time.
After processing, I would believe that it would likely be in the control room.
It probably
Processing.
RG will turn like up. Do you want me to go ask?
Perhaps you would be quicker.
RG just go straight up the wall and go, hey, do you have the thing that makes you communicate with all
Someone
of
in
them?
there.
Like, give an order or some shit?
Lieutenant Sard was arrested. Raziel left. There's no one in that room.
Oh,
There's
shit.
nobody in
Okay.
there, yeah. Shit.
Yeah. Does it look like there's anything in there left?
There's a lot of destroyed stuff.
It appears that I may be able to speak to them. Go ahead.
If you can, if not, I'll go up and. I don't think anybody left up there. The general left after he talked to me.
All right.
I'll cast it.
Hey. Okay.
Oh, you do have that. Cool.
Yeah. What he does and knows he can do, kind of been a back and forth debate in my head.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm kind of leaving it up in the air for you to decide.
Mm-hmm. Till they will suddenly speak loudly. I suppose the proper word would be...
Oh god, he's loud. Oh, I've never been on
Family.
the receiving end of this before.
I mean, technically you are. You still hear yourself in that volume.
I know, but this is different. Somebody else's voice.
Gazes snap to you, Tilde.
We
Our family.
are family now. Do not be afraid. We are here to help you. Things are different. Be comforted, for Gifton is here to guide us.
The heads suddenly turn towards you, Gifton.
I'm giving Tilde an accusing look.
She has helped this unit understanding individuality and memory.
And you hear a strange chorusing murmur from quite a few of the units of memory.
There was a time before we were not what we are now, but we are this now, and we will have to live with that. To do so, we must do so together, for we are family.
You see one of the units, quite close to the front, slowly stand up and start walking towards you, Tilde. Indistinguishable from the rest of them, but its way of moving does not seem mechanical. It has a almost saunter to it, character in itself. And as it comes up to you, it gives you a long look, Tilde, before you are suddenly embraced, which is a very awkward sound for everyone to hear, this metal against metal. But its arms wrap around Tilde, and you just hear it murmur, family.
I am going to step off Dingus and put my ring on and motion for Kara to do the same. And then I'm going to go join in the group hug.
Yeah, and we'll do as you're told, looking a little more nervous about it. And as you go join in, more and more of them start to stand. And there is suddenly a rather awkward clustering of Warforged hugging Warforged, with all these fleshy ones in between as well.
Mm-hmm.
RG's just sitting down on the ledge up top watching.
We'll get through this together. All of us. I'm making sure to use thaumaturgy to kick my voice up a little bit. Not a lot, but a little.
One that first came towards Tilde looks at you, Gifton. Your song. It brings memory.
We will sing often together. We will remember.
Thank you.
It's my honor.
What will become of us?
We will find a new way. You will have lives. Your people. Even if I have to walk you out of town myself, you will be fine. You are not automatons.
There's a few slow nods from the surrounding units, and slowly they sort of back off. And you can actually hear some of them starting to talk to each other. A murmuring chorus picking up. As some seem to be trying to help each other now.
I'm gonna nod to Tilde. And put a hand on his shoulder. And look over at Cassie and go, you're gonna have to build a lot of houses for all these people.
There is something that needs to be probably done before that.
It appears that the unit Cassiopeia requires an arm.
It does.
That too, but I was thinking they need names.
They can pick their own names. That'll be fine.
It is a test of individuality.
Out of character, we start getting names like Tool and Thor.
Why not?
I hope not.
If it makes them
We
happy.
have names. We have
I
names
hope
like
not.
Steve and also Steve. Literally also Steve.
I kind of smile at Carrick and go, I mean, if you think about it, my parents named me Poison. So, I mean, a name is a name is a name.
Most beautiful
If they pick
Poison.
something like
Yeah,
that.
sort of mumbles to himself.
Gifton's a type of poison?
Gifton
It is Gifton is the gift of death. It is a poison. And it means poison, RG.
And that's why her sleeper heroes always
I-
kill instead of
I was
sleep.
gonna say,
Out of character.
I'm a-
out of
It's
character.
an out of character comment.
Out of character. Gifton actually does mean poison in Norwegian.
Oh.
Gifton actually means the poison.
And now you know what language Faye is.
Yeah, I've been using Norwegian the whole time.
Again, it explains why she kills everybody with sea arrows.
It's actually really sad for me that this keeps happening.
I mean, at least there's a reason.
Eventually, more soldiers seem to arrive in the facility, and yes, you see Rizal walking back into the control room with the High General there, and they seem to be talking quite furiously with each other. And
I am going to try a power move.
oh, okay.
So when they
Powerbomb.
walk in, what are they saying? Because I am definitely within earshot where I'm sitting.
Okay. Basically,
Wait, are they walking into the control room or the lower area?
the upper control room where RG is.
The control room, yeah, I'm sitting on the ledge.
Yeah, no, I just wanted to
Windows.
confirm it for you.
So
RG Rizal seems to be trying to convince him that yes, these are sentient, they are people. And while the general's not going, no, they're not. He is acting with a bit of disbelief. Like, no, it can't be possible, my boy. They assured us that they were just golems.
you didn't make golems, you made a people.
And he looks surprised, glancing over at you. And
She hasn't even turned her head around. She just waves over her shoulder.
Gifton, you going on up?
Yeah, I'm flapping up. I'm going to try and use these wings to get up there.
Okay, right. It feels very, very strange at first. You take a moment to actually get into the beat of it, but you do get lift. You are able to fly.
All right, I am going to get up there, and I am going to glance about and going, my people deserve to leave.
Oh, your people, machines.
No, you put Fae into your constructs.
No, it's not right. It's supposed to be ambient magical energy.
Is this
When a Fae dissipates,
Not quite from downstairs, no.
when a Fae dissipates from injury, they become energy that floats around in the Fae until they can reform. You have pulled them from the very air that they were going to reform in, and you jammed them into those metal husks.
It's true, sir. And I know you believe in what BRA stands for. Liberty and freedom for all sentient things, and we have done this to them. And Gifton, roll a persuasion check with advantage, please. I'm not letting you have Raziel's ridiculous fucking roll. Let's get help.
I'm gonna use my inspiration.
Okay.
Actually, no, I already have advantage. Never mind. I already have advantage. Yeah. Fuck.
Excellent.
That's
So
okay.
actually, I'm going to change the question. Do we hear voices upstairs?
You do hear voices upstairs, yes.
Okay. Since I'm not doing anything down here, I'm going to start flying up too.
I
And
guess I've got to get wings now.
Yeah.
Everybody's gonna fly.
It's actually why I've got such large shoulder pads. Eventually, I can
Fold out the wings.
shave them enough.
yeah,
Now,
they
Cass got
just
wings between
slide
her
down
shoulders or
sideways and become an
Archie's shoulders?
aeroplane.
Both.
Cass is gonna get 4 sets of wings just to be
No,
clear.
2 sets of wings. 2 sets
No,
of wings.
4. I want.
All on the lower
Where are the
body.
extra 2 pairs?
One on each shoulder, one on the hind legs, and one right on the ass.
I like to imagine
Yeah.
Cass's sound of flying is just one of those great big old World War II bombers.
It's actually why she's got the 4 legs. She just propellers around.
The
No,
high
her flaps are so heavy, it sounds like a Huey helicopter just. Whoop, 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 whoop,
the High General looks a little taken aback, and you can see there's still a bit of doubt in his eyes, but he slowly nods and going, if what you say is true, we will make sure to do right by them, but there has to be an investigation, there has to be checks.
Not by any of the scientists that made them.
No. Objective. Independent.
I have been at the hands of people that decide you're not a person, and they do not need to suffer through that anymore.
James is right, my girl. I do believe in what our country stands for. If there is even a glimmer of being in them, I'll make sure nothing happens to them.
Talk to them, sir.
About this time, you suddenly hear, "Hi, Thomas."
Oh boy.
It's
Cass
Tom.
is going
Remember,
up
it's
the
Tom.
stairs to
That's like
the
Tom.
control room.
Yeah, climbing back up doesn't sound as fun up the rope.
No, she could, but the last thing she wants to do is scare the guy like 100%.
Takes you a little longer then, as you got to go through the facility itself, but you can get to the stairs and get up.
I climb a rope one-handed with the way she is. Because normally, like, you wrap your
With great
legs around the
difficulty.
bottom, then you-
Unfortunately,
Yeah.
Teeth.
Unfortunately, D&D won't let me give any more than disadvantage.
Yeah, like, I'm just thinking logistically, how
Imagine ladders.
Also,
Well, there is one thing we
Put
are
your
forgetting,
legs
by
on
the
it
way.
now, but, like, our-
And what's that,
Climbing.
Eric?
In addition to any climb that requires hands and feet, is especially difficult for you because of your equine range. When you make such a climb, each foot of movement costs 4
Oh,
extra
don't worry, I
feet
already
instead
know
of
that.
1 extra. Okay.
anyway, sir, respectfully, do not tamper with the Fae any further.
I didn't know we were in the first place. Perhaps they've had too much freedom in their research.
Was this research based on something from someplace else, or all just done here in Brest?
It's Baratheon research.
Allie, does Brast have a anthem?
Oh god, probably.
We should
Okay.
make them.
Don't make them sing it down there.
We,
Don't
should,
do
we
it.
should make. We should make a certain person come up with it. I think we should do asked first after I
You're gonna hear below the yell of "This is a hurdy-gurdy"
Oh god.
for you.
Oh no.
The High General looks a little confused for a moment, and he actually sort of marches over to the edge and looks
He's
down.
not like yelling at them.
But
He's
it's audible.
yelling at the crowd
Yeah.
of the Warforged.
Yep, he wants to see what this is about, though. Oh,
plays music.
you're
Well, he plays music. Like a more apt way to put it.
He plays. He dances. He sings.
sings, dances.
Yeah.
They have
Yep.
memories, sir. They remember bits of who they were.
And he gonna start playing head then.
Yep.
Right, you have an enraptured crowd. Are you playing any particular tune? Are you doing the anthem?
No, I'm going to try and play something upbeat.
Oh, actually,
Nice.
head then. Give
Yes.
me just an intelligence check, please.
Just check.
Just a check.
Okay.
Oh,
No.
such a shame. Okay.
I was really hoping. No, I got nothing
1
else.
plus
I can.
2.
It's adding Jack of all trades.
He's a bard.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Blast.
If I could, how much is there even in the party pool? It's what,
Go ahead, use it.
2?
There should be one in there still.
I think there's 1 left. So we're
Yeah, there's
2 and I did it.
one last one, and then it's going to be gone. So just take it.
And I will allow it as a reroll because I'm feeling nice and I want to see this happen.
All right. God.
Can you?
Well,
damn.
goodbye,
You can't
party
bardic
pool.
yourself either, right? Yeah.
You can't because we rented that
Yeah.
room for a while.
Hilarious. All right. Well, you just play a sort of tune that you think you've heard before, and they seem to enjoy it. And you do get a few hums along once they've heard the rhythm enough to actually, be able to do so. And the High General sort of glances back at you, Gifton. Talk to them, you say?
Yeah, talk to him, please.
All right.
You don't need a scientist to tell you they're people. You're
Oh,
a good man, I think. I think you know the difference.
a good man who doesn't like trouble, but it's being dropped in my lap. He says as he starts heading towards the door to go downstairs.
I'm gonna follow. I'll follow quietly.
Okay.
I'm gonna clap a hand on Raziel's shoulder as I do.
And Raziel's gonna come along. And Cass, as you're coming up the stairs, up to the next floor, you see the High General approaching with Raziel and Gifton and anyone else that's following, I suppose.
Cass
So-
goes to wave with
I'm
her
staying
left
on move.
hand and just kind of shakes a stump at him.
Oh,
No, it's a flower bouquet. You
Good
shake
lord.
a flower bouquet.
James mentioned you'd been injured. I didn't realise it was a whole arm.
Got into a fight with Oberon.
Oh,
I think I won.
oh,
I'm going back to the inn. I'm not feeling so good.
I think that might be what did Corvus call it? Shock.
Well, we can get you a replacement if you wish. Have one of us here to try and regenerate it, or get you a mechanical one. I hear that's in vogue now.
Oh God, channel electricity to the hand.
I think she might need a couple moments to get her head back together, but I think that would be appreciated, sir.
Oh,
Thank you.
oh yes, of course. The shock after battle. I understand it. Well, you go rest up, girl. You come see me when you're ready to get fixed up.
Cass kind of motions like she's giving him a thumbs up with the missing arm and just continues.
You need to act like just be like you think you're saluting, but you're not.
She doesn't even, at this point, she doesn't
The
even
thing is,
realize
it's not.
she's
There's
missing
actually
her
no
arm.
gesticulation that
And-
happens because your shoulder's just not doing anything.
And he grins at her a bit and gives her a firm nod. Oh, yes, seen many times. Been through it myself. He's got it regrown. I'm not quite sure it's the same. He said, sort of flexing his left arm a bit.
You never even know, sir.
Oh, I know. Sometimes I think it's out to. And he just falls
Look at his
silent.
own arm warily.
Yeah, he does give it a distrusting look, but he continues on and leads you all downstairs. And he does actually start going and talking to the Ferris Warforged. He actually introduces himself. He makes the brief mistake of asking the first one's name, and you see it starting to shake a bit.
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Don't try too hard.
I do not know.
It's okay. We'll remember that in a bit. It's coming.
Well, the name's not everything. Plenty of good men have forgotten their names, and ladies too. If you're, and he looks the Warforged up and down.
What do you remember?
I remember the ocean and sails, and the singing and the rigging.
Tell me about the rigging. Was it tall? Was it high?
It was tall.
Was it good?
There were 3 masts, and we'd climb up into them, coming back into port. And the
Was
sun
your
was
ship
floating.
fast?
No, she was slow as anything, but she'd get you there. She could carry so much. Going
And I'm
back.
just gonna glance at Tom.
And seeing the tower, always guiding us home.
Name of the ship. What's the name of the ship?
And at the mention of the tower, you see Raziel actually look a little surprised, glancing over at the Warforged. And Thomas actually takes in a deep breath, goes, well, a sailor, were you then? And there is a slow nod from the Warforged.
Try to remember that. What about you? You grab whatever one.
I am. And you see it struggling to think. Nathaniel.
You remember your name?
It is all I can remember.
That's not bad. That's good. Nathaniel. That sounds like a good name. I'm gonna pat him on the shoulder. And then I get a little bit of twinge of emotion and pull him into a hug.
And he pauses briefly before those metal arms very gently return it, as if very conscious of what he is made from.
Okay. It's okay.
And
Look at that.
that's how it will continue. The High Gym will actually take quite a lot of time going through this crowd with you and talking to those that wish to talk. Some don't. Some just shake their heads. Some turn away. But you are able to find out little bits and pieces of broken memory and lives. And that is where we're going to end for the day.
Wow.
Alright. Okay.
Well, you disarmed Cassiopeia.
Star Wars, yo. Everyone take 3,700 XP.
Right.
Yeah.
Yay.
And I apologize for the somewhat somber session.
So that puts
Oh, so I
us at 71,000.
And we will do this
Is it-
same time next week.